wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Suit and tie, but I move like a glitch. Eyes wide shut, still dodging the snitch. Laptop missing, emails encrypted. Truth so loud, the mainstream clipped it. Flash drive full, got that dead man code, but I keep it cold like a heart on the road. DC nights where the back doors crack. One wrong file and you never come back. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Ricky leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not so rich. But not so rich. G-man lurking by the food truck line. Whispers in the Wi-Fi trailing mine. Check my 6 when I speak that facts. They erase folks cleaner than income tax. No chain, no fame, just VPNs. Tryna buy a truth in a world full of friends who smile like masks in a masquerade, but flip the switch like a deep state blade. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not so rich. They say the truth will set you free, but what if it just sets you up? Tryna whistle blow, you better know you might not ever blow back up. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Ricky leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not so rich. But not so rich. Tell my mama I ain't suicidal, but they tap phones like a new revival. USB full of names in bold. One email could get me cold. I ain't cute, but I see the plan. When the talking points match the van. In the land of the free, you pay the price for crossing line with too much light. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big ups. Happy Friday night. Welcome to another episode of the Secret Society of Good Guys. As always, we are your goodest of guys, and we are so excited to hang out with you today. So thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow everyone that may come on the stage tonight. And if you feel like hitting any hearts or subscribe or thumbs up, or if you are watching from your phone in the live chat, you can kind of move it over. And if you want to be extra generous, you can give us all your hype too. That's nice for the algorithm. And if you do see two streams, you guys, all StreamYard, Restream, all the things are doing it where it's like, hey, do you want to try and see what this is like and go vertical as well? So anyways, if you see that places, you might be in a chat room that is on Project Chaney, but you're like, where are all my favorite people? They're probably in the other chat room. Just so you guys know. So hi, good guys. How are you?
Hi.
People could be watching us vertical or horizontal right now.
Yeah.
I like that.
You could be horizontal watching us vertical.
Whatever turns you on, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
night.
vertical's good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Against the wall.
That is not like an everyday thing in my life because we don't have man muscles.
Right?
We don't have man muscles. And I even think men after a certain age, they're like, it's like sex in the shower. Like we've tried
horizontal's
it.
just
It's
better.
cool. Horizontal's good.
It's fun until you like pass out and almost hurt yourself.
Yeah, you're like, just for a couple seconds. Then we'll just move.
And we already starting with this comment or conversation. If you don't know the Secret Society of Good Guys by now, we do it midnight every Friday night. And you can find us on the Secret Society of Good Guy channel or on Project Chaney, or you can follow anyone else. And sometimes they restream it in places if we get taken down. So yeah, just so you know, do make sure you find us everywhere. Yeah. Well, I'm still feeling, because I'll forget the whole rest of the show. I watch other people do their shows and I'm like, I forget to bring us up again. Like I'll do it. That's why I have to say it at the beginning. Because once we get into conversation, I'm like,
it's lost.
Business is out the window. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that we're live somewhere so I don't spill too much tea. Like it just gets cozy, like we're hanging out off air with everyone, and I'm like, "You're so right, Riggs. Let me tell you the secret password to Abbie's ATM."
Don't tell him that.
Oh, that's not conversation I could just have with Riggs.
Well, maybe.
It depends on how much super chat's been going on.
Yeah,
right?
It does. That's the other thing too that Restream needs to work on, that I've noticed that StreamYard's getting good at. The super chat stickers and stuff that happen inside the chat room. So when people do a heart or a goat or something like, or a golden shit, it does something cool in the chat on YouTube itself. So I hate to big up YouTube, but right now they're doing pretty good stuff as far as streaming's concerned.
Okay, nice.
I hate to big up YouTube, but
Right.
I mean,
you know who we need to big up though?
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, I was gonna say the conspiracy realists out there who were, shunned and banned. Big ups to you, motherfuckers, you pure bloods out there. I fucking love you guys. And I hate to say I told you so to you other people out there who, just thought we were crazy for like thinking that 6 feet apart was just bizarre, and putting plastic on things is going to prevent things from, catching anything or building.
You guys got to catch me up on this though, because I heard there was like a diary, but like, does that really say, does he like admit that he was wrong or something?
I don't know about a diary, but what I do know was fucking insane what people were doing for the whole course of the fucking pandemic. I mean, we have to talk about it. I'm sorry. We have to talk about the stupidity that the majority of the people were following and still believed until, yet again, they had to hear it from somebody's mouth on TV saying that it was a fucking hoax. They still had to hear it from the fucking media. Even though the evidence was right in their face, they were still denying anything was wrong with any of it. And now, yet again, the NPCs still waited, still believed it until they heard it from their masters. I plead the fucking fifth.
Yeah, Thomas. So Rand Paul, apparently Anthony Fauci's diaries came out and then they've been released. So all these excerpts out of the diary have been like made public as he pleaded the fifth 111 times while he was being questioned. I, just as a conspiracy theorist, and I think all of history is a lie, and I watch him rewrite it in real time. And I always have wondered this, watching like Queen Elizabeth and Mary, Queen of Scots, having private conversation in letters carried by crows, or like, oh, look at this excerpt we found of Queen Victoria's diary that it says all this really, oh, look at Winston Churchill's diary lets us know the real of what he was thinking. I just don't believe that shit. I think diary is for the slowest person in the movie theater. I think we're all on this script. We're all wag the dog and we're all watching real life. They're convincing us of everything all the time. And the diary is for the person in the back that's like, is it the uncle? And everybody else in the movie theater is like, yeah, man, like, welcome to the same movie we've all been watching for years. Like, that's what I feel like. And look at, now we have them saying it. That, like, it's as real as, like, a taped confession, but it's now, if we did it video, it'd be 2 AI. So, like, the boomers need it, but they'll believe a diary. So anyway, I just think all of it's real. Dr. Fauci is like synagogue of Satan scumbag, and all of this is a dark ritual and all that stuff. But I also think I don't believe in diaries. I just don't believe it's like a little kid finally getting like, I think my mom just gave me this diary so she couldn't spy on me.
I like to think that he like
Thank
wrote
you,
it
Michael.
in an attic with a ballpoint pen.
His dad wrote it.
They were like QAnon, like looking for him, trying to out him. So like family members hid him in the attic so he could write about his vaccine and safety.
That is a really,
And then he masturbated.
I'm still a little butthurt, honestly. I'm still a little pissed off because it's still not over. The pandemic is still not over because they switched over to other forums and other methods, and it's the fucking peptide junkies now. That's the whole new, shtick. And it's like, I am sick of y'all, and it's the ones who are the anti-vaxxers, the anti-jab, the conservatives out there. One of them is Ant. I'm going to call him out because it's just bullshit, and he's pissed off about this whole Fauci thing, but you're pushing the fucking same fucking shit. You don't know what this is doing to people.
Mainstream injecting yourself. Like, that's all this has done. It's like, okay, like everybody used to be afraid of needles and don't do drugs with needles. And now everyone's like on drugs with needles and fucking injecting themselves. It's like,
I'm
with
over
mRNA.
it.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Mask up. Mask up. Oh, you can't come in the store without a mask. No, you can't buy food without a mask. Go fuck yourselves. Like, literally, I'm butthurt still. Like, go fuck yourselves. And you still, like, had it in your brain that you did the right thing. Got the vaccine tattoo, and your barcodes. Some of them got their barcode of the fucking vaccine vial or something.
So
Just
fucking
weird.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Right.
embarrassing.
I am. I'm embarrassed and
Hugging
ashamed
each
of
other with plastic.
Somebody
Embarrassed
told
for you
me,
and
like,
somebody.
of a transgender person that we know in common, and they were like, this transgender person, they got their Vax card tattooed on them, and I'm like, no surprise. Like the agenda's already been bought by you say less at the trans thing. Like, you don't have to go too much further and also tell me they, like, what's a tattoo once you cut your tits off? like who cares about a COVID vax? They're already buying the whole agenda.
Can you believe they got a tattoo and they're like missing all the skin on their forearm?
Yeah, totally. Dude, the skin on the forearm thing, this is like, not to bring it back to the movie Obsession because we talked about it last week, but the weird part of the girl when she stands up and gives the poem at the coffee shop where she reads the poem, and it's like, and if I can't have you, then I'll cut a piece off your forearm and I'll roll it up and stick it between my thighs. And I'm like, Is that a like?
Oh
She
my
actually
god.
says like a trans thing in her poem about this dude. The other thing that I wanted Abbie to watch it today. I was trying to talk her into watching it.
I watched like the first 5 minutes.
I knew
but I got
life was
distracted.
a lot. I was like, if you have time, this is a good. But I also found it so crazy that his name's Bear. And so the whole man versus bear thing that was going around the internet. And so then they make this guy's name Bear. I just thought that was interesting. Also, Bill Cosby sweaters. If you've seen it, the idea that he's in kind of this Bill Cosby print sweater every scene of the movie doesn't fall short on me. I can't wait till you guys see it, especially. I know Thomas
I've seen
has.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but
haven't
I
seen it. I
feel
don't know
like
if I
we
wanna
can
see
really
it.
beat a dead horse
It's on
once you guys
Peacock
have
right
seen it.
now.
And I feel like once Layla sees it,
I'm
scorched
like
earth.
I
trying
know,
to
I
be
can't-
careful what I watch now. I become that weirdo, y'all. Like I don't want to watch anything that gives me creepy vibes. I don't know why that's a
Yeah,
thing
I
now.
had
I
to do
used
that for
to
a long
love
time.
that shit. But now I'm just like, I don't know, protect myself. Get the fuck away from me.
It's not horror movie.
I know
as
it's not.
It is esoteric though,
Yeah.
in a way. Like I mean, crystals and tarot and wishing
Oh, that doesn't
sticks.
scare me.
Yeah, it's esoteric. I would say but knowing how powerful that stuff is that I just mentioned, the rest of the movie isn't like seeing what's happening in the movie isn't a far stretch for you. Because a lot of people don't have esoteric filters at all when
Got it.
watching pop culture movies.
So it's worth watching
So
then.
yeah, they're like, oh, this thing's going down.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll watch it. Why the fuck not?
It's worth
If it's
it.
not horror,
I don't wanna,
horror-ish, like
I
demon
felt like
possession
it's-
shit.
It's one of the better scary movies that I've seen in. Oh, every once in a while, I just
I
feel
can't wait
like
to finish it.
Hereditary's good, Midsummer's good, The Witch is good. Like I once a year at least, sometimes twice a year, like the genre where I'm like, wow, this is good story writing. I like Keenan Peele, what's his face? What's the guy that does the horror movies from isn't this
Oh, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah. I like Jordan Peele's like first. But then I was thinking like M. Night Shyamalan, a lot of the great movie directors when they start, it's like their first 1, 2, maybe third movie's good, and they kind of start smelling their own farts and lose their shtick a little bit. In the Blair Witch Project kind of way, I feel like we're in this like time where this movie obsessionally cost like $750,000 to make, which by Hollywood standards now is like
Yes,
a
not bad at
percentage
all.
of what it costs to make a Hollywood movie. So it's just like in a Blair Witch type way, like, we could all go out there with our 4 phones and a decent enough script and actually make something that is, because it's made $300 million so far.
Can I just say that I think I love every single M. Night Shyamalan movie I've ever seen. They're not all
I
like
do
top
too.
10, but I like all of them. I can't think of one that I hated. And I'm going back to the early, maybe not the very first one, which is like a weird Christian movie, but the first like trademark Shyamalan movie all took place in an elevator called The Devil, I think. And there was like a bunch of people who were trapped in an elevator.
Oh, I think I've seen that. No, I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer of it. Excuse
And they're
me.
trying to like figure out who it is, and like the light will go off, and then like it'll come back on. It's almost like that game Mafia or Werewolf,
Or
but
Clue,
it's like demon
but
in an
all in the
elevator.
room.
I
Right?
just
Kinda like
noticed
Clue.
the chat real quick.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Clue thing. I don't know. He gets a lot of hate, and people. I don't know, but I think they're all, my favorite one is probably Lady in the Water, or yeah, is that what it's called? Lady in the Water.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like one of his least liked movies, but I loved it.
Yay, there you go.
Oh, thank you for waiting until I made it big. Thank you, Michael. You're so awesome. Love
And
my
someone
Friday
else
night
sent us
good guy
jewels.
crew.
I forgot
Jewels
how.
and golden shits. I can't pull those
Yeah.
up big. Like I wish I could grab those from over here and make them on top of us and
I
like
know.
give shout outs to those. restream hasn't come up. But I also wanted to
I
shout
like
out.
that there is a golden shit. That's pretty fucking
I
cool.
think it's pretty awesome too.
But there was a
And
GG there as
yeah,
well.
it's pretty dope. And I saw JC in the chat, and I see him around in other chats and like certain people in the YouTube chat verse or in the conspiracy zeitgeist. And so shout out, like anytime I see him, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and then we ran to each other, and I don't even know. Maybe it was Donut and Thomas's channel, because they hung out this week for what's
that?
it called for Tuesday, you guys, or for Thomas?
Oh,
JC you're talking about.
Totalitarian Tiptoe
Here it
Tuesday
goes.
too.
Yeah, look at and a golden shit.
Yeah. How'd
So
that come up?
I wish I could pull it up because it's on our chat, so it'll come
Oh,
up
but-
real. But I can't pull it out of the chat to bring it up.
Damn. Okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
Let me see what. Yeah, it doesn't even let me touch it, and
Motherfuckers.
it's called Happy Poop.
Yeah, you don't want to touch it.
Yeah, but I wish it was like, you know what? I could probably make stickers myself of these that we like, so I'll have them to pull them up. Yeah, this will just take a little. Okay, all right. But anyways, go on, Thomas. Talk about your and Donuts hang out on Tuesdays.
Donut and I we've got a new show we've been doing for like the last couple weeks, on and off since he's been in Hawaii. But it's called Totalitarian Tiptoe Taco Tuesdays at 2. And we usually throw a few extra words in there. But
How alliterative.
Say that 5 times
based
fast.
on David Icke. That's a David Icke saying about the totalitarian tiptoe. So and it's a nice little like proving ground too, because eventually we want to do a Illuminati Yacht Club style show, and that one's probably gonna be like the best of like whatever we figure out works on Totalitarian Tiptoe Taco Tuesday at 2. We'll get it to work on the next iteration.
I love that. Totalitarian taco.
I just think like I enjoy shows a lot, like my friends' podcasts, but every once in a while, like I feel one when I'm watching it and I'm jealous that I'm not involved in it, not in a bad way, not even that I want to be there, but I know it's good. Like I know you, like yours and Donut's chemistry and how much information between the two of you that you have is so crazy and fun. Like Donut, you both do such good research, and you're both kind of on a same esoteric page, but you'll play along with Donut sometimes in a way that Doubting Thomas does not always play along, but he starts seeing Donut.
I love that Doubting Thomas is your nickname now.
But I see it from other people
I always
too.
want to stick my finger in things too. That's what he did.
But I think it's so I don't
doesn't?
know. I think it's good. It's enjoyable, and I'm glad you guys are doing that show.
Well, I think part of it too is like he can bring me something ridiculous and I won't just completely laugh it off. It'll like Illuminati toilets, Illuminati. But then if I go to him, it's like a two-way street. I can be like, hey, Illuminati turtles. And he knows that like I'm only 10% kidding. You know what I mean? Like I'm legitimately, and then I'll go and find DARPA research. And there's not a lot of shows where we can get together like, so what do you want to talk about this week? I'm like, I want to talk about Illuminati shrimp. And I know Donut would always be down, but most people would kind of like give me a weird eye. Like, could you send me your show notes on that? Donut wouldn't ask my show notes. He would just be like, oh yeah, let's do this.
And the other thing, for real, I bet you there isn't a video on the internet right now that you can't find pistol shrimp information than more than you and Donut gave on Tuesday. That is the Guinness Book of World Records amount of pistol shrimp information, and you guys can all go find it on Paranoid American or Donut's channel on X or YouTube. But that's just one of the things.
Have you guys talked about the Illuminati octopus yet?
We've done dolphins, turtles, shrimp, and there was one other one that we've done so far.
The octopus, the OA, the whole scene. Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Oh.
Well, that comes up in
Tell me about it.
Oh,
yeah, go on.
There's
Layla.
a clip. There's a clip. Like you need to watch it. You got to pull up the clip.
We'll get in trouble.
Old, what does she call it? Like old something.
Yeah.
I think I've seen every episode of the OA.
And she's like, it's like almost
On
like on stage. And
she's like the Russian version of herself.
Yeah, and the octopus literally connects to her like
Old
all
Night.
its-
Azrael.
Night, that's what it was.
Azrael, the same name as the cat in Smurfs.
Yeah.
which is weird. I didn't get it until just this
Like,
second. I'm pulling it up for you
Octopuses are
guys right now.
intelligent. They're intelligent beings.
I'm pulling
They're
it up for you
aliens.
guys right
Have you
now.
seen that octopus movie? That's I just watched it
So
recently. It's
wild.
so good.
With a red velvet dress.
is this from the movie?
Yep.
That's from the
From the
OA.
show, yeah.
Remarkably Bright Creatures. Have you guys watched that? It's
Uh-uh.
it's about an octopus. It's so fucking good. I thought it was
Ah.
really good. I don't know. It's kind of more like it's kind of a feel good kind of movie, but it's good.
Also, not Contact. What was that other movie where the aliens come down and they speak to her in a circular language?
Oh, yeah.
Arrivals.
Arrival. Yeah, that movie is octopus as well. I always think that when people talk about octopus of control or symbolism of octopus, I'm like, that movie is.
Or hand. Like he was talking about. Like the hand of God. It looks like a huge hand.
Yeah.
The comments saying, isn't that Castaneda's tensegrity? Yeah, it's 100%. Like that's what the OA was based on,
Yeah,
right?
the
It's
OA
about
is
harvesting
absolutely.
the energy that's in like the latent areas of your body.
Yeah, well, and if you actually like have read any of the Dream Searchers or Dream Hackers stuff, like they are literally doing all the experiments in that freaking show. Like where it shows all the people who are like laying down in the sleep center and then they whisper their dreams and stuff. That's where the Dream Hackers research actually started, and all that is based on Carlos Castaneda. And they're a real group of people who did this stuff in Russia. So it's no surprise that the main character in the OA is Russian because this is all dream hacking.
You say
It's all
Russian
Castaneda.
sleeper agents? What is this, like another QAnon?
That is pretty. I never thought about sleeper agent that way before until just this moment. Like
Yeah.
that, it would actually, if there was like astral
They're
travel.
they're literally sleeping. The Russian sleeper agents are actually fighting in the dream sphere.
They are.
Well, in
Where do you
the-
think the idea of like what Inception came from? They actually have been doing it for a long time. They even do get hired by the United States sometimes to do
I need to get this book.
like.
Did any of you ever see Paprika? I brought it up.
No,
last
I
week.
have it written down right here on the same like sheet of paper.
Got it. You
taking
got to
notes on
see
tonight.
it.
So
Got to
okay,
see it.
that's my next thing.
And even you were
Well,
saying like in
after
the
obsession.
first season 1 of the OA, and a lot of their NDEs, their near death experiences mixed with their dreams are in a float tank situation. And then you look at, we take this Russian information and it comes over into American intelligence, and that's where we start getting Stranger Things, because they
Yeah,
try it with
exactly.
adults for a long time. I think the adults put a bias in it, or the information they were getting, they knew adults would be privy enough to withhold or tell too much if it was a
Yep.
bias that would change their personal opinion. A kid wouldn't do that. A kid would come and be like, and there was a guy in a fur coat and he was talking about this. Whereas somebody else might be like, that's going to lead to a World War III. I'm not going to say it. You know, it's like there'd be no bias with children, but it's kind of a similar thing. I think it's so interesting, the float tank astral travel mix with actual dream hacking, and how they're kind of different things. Like your dreaming world different from your astral travel world. And I don't know. It just blows
I
my
still
mind.
think it's fascinating that it seems, at least in our culture collectively, no one gives any real importance to the dream world, even though you spend like a third of your life there,
Exactly.
right?
Yes,
Like
and
what
that's
else do
why
you spend a third of your life doing that you don't give any attention to?
exactly.
Did you read all of Carlos Castaneda's books or no?
Yeah, I've read
All of them?
I like the Wheel of Time. I haven't because it's just all quotes from his other books, so I haven't read that one. But yes, I've read
Oh,
them.
wow.
Some of them I've read like The Art of Dreaming. I probably read like 4 times. The Fire from Within. I like the Power of Silence is my favorite, and I've read that many times.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm going to look into that because it's very, very interesting and fascinating. Look at all that.
and
That's
I
a lot of
well,
books.
the one Magical Passes, that's about tensegrity, so it's kind of more of a how-to thing. So I've actually watched more of the YouTube videos than I didn't read through the whole thing. It just kind of tells you why all those movements work and what they're doing, and the theory behind them. But you can actually just watch the videos and just freaking do them. So because his original witches, like Castaneda's original coven, they're the ladies doing it. Like they look so weird. They're all like very kind of masculine. Um, but that's the thing. They're shifting their assemblage point to the point where sometimes they probably are men. So it's wild.
So
I need you
interesting.
to walk me through the Medici again because I have trouble.
Anytime. Anytime. I
It's
love
so
it.
weird. I have trouble, like, when you're supposed to like jump over and like look.
Yeah.
I have trouble
When you fold
keeping.
them down.
Yeah, I have trouble keeping track of it. So I need to walk
What
through
are
it
you
again.
talking about, Layla, for people that maybe are just joining Secret Society of Good Guys now and you just say blanketly you
Let
want
her
Abbie to
explain it.
tell you the Medici? What do you mean
Yeah,
by this?
yeah. You explain it because it's fascinating.
The patience of the Medici is, I mean, for lack of better words, it's just an algorithm, but it's a way to hack reality using a deck of cards. So, it's not for the lighthearted because once you do it, your mind will be blown and you won't see things the same ever again. But it basically tracks different flows of energy. So, like the flow of emotions, the flow of money, the flow of um, force and willpower, and the flow of like just everyday life, like home and work stuff, routine. And it basically like you play this. I would call it solitaire, but if you look up Medici solitaire, you'll never find anything on it. If you want to learn about it, Chaney and I did do a special video of Secret Society of the Good Guys where we did I broke it down. But
It is a tedious video. I want you
yeah,
to know ahead of time, but to like fully grasp the concept of it, I think it's like, oh, okay. And you might watch it a few times. And I've been harassing Abbie even before then, and I still now, not just the Carlos Castaneda stuff, but also with Medici, like where I'm like, you could probably do a show and people might be really interested in this stuff.
yeah.
But Abbie's been so busy, but she does plan on doing this stuff and
I
like
think there's a
breaking it down
big
more in
market
detail.
for it, honestly. Huge market for it. If it like starts and it's starting with you, I think you'll be the queen of it.
Queen of Hearts, baby.
I'm telling you.
But I always think the cool thing when I was first learning about the Medici solitaire is what's the story of Mary, like Bloody Mary? And
Well, I guess apparently Bloody Mary and freaking Mary, the Mary Queen of Scots are two different people. Like,
yes,
so I had that a little
Mary
bit mixed up.
Tudor and Mary
Yeah.
Tudor and Mary Queen of Scots.
So it's Mary Queen of Scots. She's the one that was, wait, right? Yeah.
I think
'cause
Mary
Bloody
Queen of
Mary's
Scots
Mary
might be
Tudor.
Mary Tudor.
I don't know. It's one of the Marys.
Yeah, see, this is what
She was going to be executed, but she had learned the patience of the Medici from John Dee, and who had also taught it to Maria de Medici. So it's named after Mary. Okay, that Mary, but really, or it's
I think it was
named after.
both of them were named Mary. Then there were
Yeah.
sisters, and Bloody Mary was the bad one, and then the other one was Queen Mary, right?
They're both executed, right?
Mary First of England, putting forth candidates for Mary, including Mary the First of England, who had around 300 religious Protestant.
Yeah, it was like a Catholic versus Protestant thing, and the Catholic was Bloody Mary, and I think I might be getting some of this wrong. And she's the one that put John Dee in jail, and she's the one that put the other Mary in jail.
Yeah,
And then
so
they met each other in jail, and that's where they basically started working with each other.
Yeah, Mary Tudor is Bloody Mary.
okay, so it's the other Mary. It's the Mary Queen of Scots, right? Or is that Bloody Mary too?
Is Mary Queen of Scots.
She was the one who was married or was going to marry into the Medici family. So, like,
No,
to
Mary Queen
Catherine
of
de
Scots
Medici's
and
son,
Bloody Mary
right?
are not the same person.
Yeah.
Bloody
it's Mary
Mary is Mary
Scott.
Tudor and Mary Queen of Scots is Mary Stuart. We knew it. We
Yeah,
just
Mary
couldn't remember
Stuart,
Mary
that's her name.
Stuart. Yeah.
It's Mary Stewart. She was actually
We
like,
knew it. We've even said this a bazillion
Yeah.
times. We're
I
like
just couldn't
Mary
think of their names.
Magdalene, another
Yeah.
Mary, Mary
And then
Steenburgen.
Maria de Medici, who is also, like the Medici family is like kind of mixed with the Mary Stuart there. So anyway, Mary Stuart was like the night before her execution because she learned the patience of Medici and had done it, a few times in her life, but she hadn't messed with it since she's there in her jail cell the night before like she was gonna be executed at dawn. So she's sitting there folding the cards. She asked for a deck of cards, and she sat there and folded them and folded them. And right before dawn, they came and got her, and she said, "Damn, I almost had it." Like she was like, if she would have folded the cards, she would have been able to enact her chain and watch her chain, and she would have saved herself. So she knew because she had watched the impossible happen with it. You will make the impossible happen with it.
And they said with Bloody Mary, the reason they called her Bloody Mary is because when they went to try to kill her, the axe did not go through on the first time, and then it didn't go through on the second time, and then they had to get a saw and actually saw her head off. Like it became this whole, so there is a thing with folding the Medici and how powerful it is that you can't mess up your own chain. Like she kind of knew, seeing her own chain play out as she was laying her cards, that something was going to happen. And so it was even how close she got, like, did she open up some kind of realm that you can now call her in mirrors because she's trapped between places? It's just interesting to think about, like somebody so close to the end and it not being a natural death where you're like, oh, I'm just playing this on dialysis. You're like playing it as there's a countdown timer going to your execution.
That's why I need like that guide for the first couple times that I do it, because it's a lot of numbers and I feel like I have like number dyslexia.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I need that. Am I doing it right? Like I need the understanding more of it. So like when we do a walkthrough eventually, when everything's settled, I want to do one with you together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
I'm down. We should record it and go live and do it.
Oh, we should. Because
Yeah.
guess what? I'm free of the school system now. So I can like,
Oh, do you
I'm
want to
working
share
Now you
out
can get
stuff
weird.
Yeah.
with our
Today was-
audience? Dear Diary. Start
Dear
with that.
Diary.
Yeah, that
Today
sounds
was
big.
my last day of my 8-year job in public education. I am free. I'm
Woohoo.
now officially in IT for a big corporation. So I can actually just be me. I don't have to like
Congrats.
wear the mask of the fucking educator who has to be all politically correct and
What have you been holding
That's
back?
awesome.
my tits. I've just been wanting to show everybody my titties.
That's it.
Yay.
That's all.
That's all
Yes
it's been
to
about. Sorry,
tits.
it's just been my tits. I'm dressing conservative. This is the last night
Yeah.
of Abbie in a shirt. So make
That's
sure you
it,
like
y'all.
and subscribe.
gonna need to
Tune in
see-
next week.
Ass and titty.
And
Ass
big
and titty,
corporation that
baby.
she's working for, they're all about it.
You gotta milk this a little bit.
Hell yeah.
That is cool.
Congratulations.
We're gonna go deep on the school
you.
system now.
I've been a blubbery crybaby the past 3 days. I don't think I've cried so much. I've never cried about leaving a job before. So
I
Well,
wish
you
we had
loved
a
it.
musical interlude because I do like, let's get woo woo for a minute and talk about the moon. And it would just be like,
seriously, this moon was rough.
how was your guys' buck moon, your full buck moon in Aquarius? Did you feel like there was different energies? Was everything all
I've
the
had
same?
better. I've had better.
Did you notice any craziness, emotional, anything like that?
I was on my period. So I was home. I had off. I hibernated. I hid away from everybody. And I think that was the best thing for everybody, honestly. And it was my luteal phase too. So,
Lunatic.
mhm.
I wish I could say it was hormones. It was just like I was just a pathetic. Oh my gosh. Like yesterday I cried all day long.
I feel that. I feel that.
When was the last time you cried all day, Thomas?
I took 1,000
Tuesday.
milligrams of Rick Simpson oil just like a whim one morning, thinking like I can handle this. This isn't a big deal. I go through 1,000 milligrams of dabs. Like I can
no
do
problem.
1,000 milligrams in a day, not a problem. And I want to say like 4 hours later, I went down just like, I was like, had to like lay down. There was a lot going on. And I just started crying. Like it wasn't about anything specifically, but like my body was going through the exact same motions it would go through
Wow.
if you were like crying about something.
It was cleaning out your lung meridian. That's actually good.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess so. It
Your
was weird.
sinuses.
You needed it.
I haven't even taken Rick Simpson oil since.
I don't blame you.
The last time I took Rick Simpson oil, I had a near-death experience, and I haven't taken it since either. Like when people, like if somebody had a certain amount of milligrams of Rick Simpson oil in front of me, and then like a certain amount of grams of DMT, I might take the DMT. Just because I know how quick the experience will be, and I'll be like, I can muster through.
You'll think you're gonna die, but it's only gonna last for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. 20-minute stops. Or Rick Simpson oil, you might have a whole half a day experience.
Rick Simpson.
you
At no
send me
point I think
that?
I was gonna die, but it was definitely like what did I do? Like you know what I mean? Like what have I just done?
Was that what you sent me? That little vial that one time?
Yeah.
No wonder. Because I remember I was like, oh, this is nothing, you know? And I took like half of it. And I was just, whoa. I was like, what? I was like, this is like, has to be like sour or something. I didn't know. Like I was paranoid as shit. I didn't know, but I was fine. The paranoia was like for 15 minutes.
Well,
My
the
brother's like,
paranoia
"What
was
the
old school.
fuck?" Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, it's this stuff. He's like, what is that? I was like, I don't know. Chaney said to me, it's so great though. And it lasted for a while, the high, which was great.
For those of you who don't know what Rick Simpson oil is, I think it's 50-50 THC CBD, but it's like a process that the guy Rick Simpson. For those of you who don't know what it is, and you may know somebody in your life going through cancer, I just highly recommend that you like research it like a conspiracy theorist. I just think it's like a miracle drug out there, and not enough people know about it. And there's been a lot of stuff against it, I think. But I just think a lot of things that alleviate. They'd rather you sit in a chemo chair for $5,000 a pop than grow a plant in your backyard that might help you keep food down. You know, like I don't know. So I do definitely think research Rick Simpson oil, but it is.
You're supposed to like just eat it, right? Like just take it.
There's the original use was actually your skin. I think that like Rick Simpson had some kind of a skin cancer, and he didn't want to go through whatever treatments they were suggesting him, so he made Rick Simpson oil. And the thing that was special about it is that it's whole plant. He uses the entire plant, like the leaves, the chlorophyll, everything. And I think that most other concentrates, they don't. They basically refine it, they distill it. But no, he didn't eat it. The original one, he actually applied it topically on top of the areas where he had the skin cancer, and claimed that basically got rid of it for him. But yeah, people eat it. Some people put it in like blunts and stuff. I think I would suggest that you eat it if you're going to do it. And you're supposed to put it with something that's got fat. So people put it with all kinds of stuff. But the big one would be crackers with peanut butter, and you like put it in the oven for a little while. I don't know what the whole process is. Again, I just straight up took a syringe of it, like 1,000 milligrams, and I think I like put it in a piece of bread with a banana and just went at it.
Yeah, I put it on the tip of a spoon and just was like, lick. And then I just drank.
So he used it like black salve, which is like that stuff is so potent that if you actually have something like cancer or something like that, it can make an actual hole in your arm where the cancer was. It'll draw it out. It'll kill it. But yeah.
There's so many studies you can find everywhere on it. I tell look into it. Like if stuff that can actually help you, if there's not money to be made on it by the industry, then there's tons of money to go and not research it correctly. So I just think it is one of the things in conspiracy that doesn't get talked about enough. And I know there's a whole like contingency of people out there that they're like, these are all the reasons marijuana are bad, and here's all the reasons versus alcohol, and here's all the reasons versus this, and here the same way you could pour like moonshine and make your wound all antiseptic, antibacterial, and stuff like that. There might be a medicinal value of it. It might not be to drink unless you're in surgery. Like there might be some things that you're like, we need to knock this person out because they just broke their leg and we need to reset it. Take a swig of this. Like I just think there is things, everybody gets a versus about things, and there is value of stuff. And some of the reason they want some stuff to be a party drug, even some psychedelics, are because there might be some healing properties to it somewhere for you that is there's no like, and now you're go do this DMT, and now you're forever a patient of my therapy.
I feel I healed the shit out of myself, whatever I did. I don't know what
Good.
I fixed, but it fixed
Well,
something.
like I
I need
said,
some
I
more, I
mean,
guess.
crying cleans out your lung meridian, and that, the meridians run all through your body. So it's like your fascia, your electrical system, all of that. But crying is the emotion that needs that. Like when you feel inclined to cry and you don't even have a source, it's something where you've stored like little pockets of emotion that you never felt and never dealt with. So you actually really did healing to your body by doing that for sure. Like even just that part alone.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else hear "Crying" by Aerosmith, or is that just Nimrod?
I cry by
Oh,
everything now.
I heard that song today.
I cry mainly with like the simplest things of like nature recently, like the
Mhm.
beauty behind things. It's so weird. I've become so emotional with like nature, like a little
It does that
child.
to me too. I know.
It's
Well,
so
you know when you hear that, like, people are being hateful, and as a conspiracy theorist, you're researching like menorahs, and I'm just talking for myself. And you're just in this rabbit hole, and it's 10 hours long, and somewhere online, some a-hole, and you post a thing, they're like, go touch grass, and you're like, fuck off. But in reality, do. Like sometimes, and I've just taken it to like myself. It doesn't matter how much of the real world I could be like, oh, World War III, World War III. Oh, I'm so mad at Fauci. Fuck Fauci. Fuck Fauci. I just whatever thing my algorithm's feeding me, and then I go touch grass, and I'm like, notice like gardenias. Right now, it's gardenia season in Florida, and they just remind me of my grandma. So everywhere I see them, and I also know with gardenias, full of little ants and little bugs. So it's like you want them in your house. You want to pick up all these sweet smelling things and take them inside, but then they have all these bugs, so you got to let them float in water if you want them in your house so the bugs can drown. And so then it's like this really pretty thing into this really brutal like ant drowning thing. But then I'm like, I just needed to go touch grass because now I'm not thinking about menorahs being flamethrowers and Burning Man and like Congress in the shape of where Charlie Kirk got shot. Like now I'm not thinking about that stuff and seeing it. I'm watching Obsession being like, there's a menorah. There's a menorah. Abba, all this, like whatever. That's how I get. This is me personally. So I do need to go touch grass because it going to sit at the beach. I see you all the time at the beach. Just instantly like, oh shit. Like all that menorahs don't matter.
yeah. Like what I said in my video, if there's like one thing that I would like to accomplish is like making sure that every interaction that I have with people, I hope that they have like a feeling of love with me, like a connection of love, not meaning like I love you or I'm in love with you, but like that I was like
The
a
God in
loving
me reaches
person.
out and loves the God in you. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Unless they're
Like,
bringing that hadith shit, then they can get
that's
fucked.
yeah, But you know, that's what I'm working
Go drink your
on
camel
also,
piss.
though. Like my reaction to things, besides the vaccines, I think like that whole thing was just traumatizing to see like the world just become that. But even working on my reaction to things and like me being so, because I was hurt a lot and me being so like, protect myself, let me attack them back. It shouldn't be that way. It should be like, maybe I should go about it a different way instead of like, I fucking hate you and then say, I hate you too. No, actually, it's okay. You could hate me, but I love you. Instead
I
of going
think,
with that fuck you back, you know?
yeah. Well, and I think it's kind of important to see what our triggers are, like those little things, and like, and sit there and instead of reacting like, why is this triggering me? Like, what is this telling me about me? What do I need to like integrate or heal in myself that
Yeah.
is even bothering me? I don't know.
Thomas,
Not
do
to
you
say
ever
that I'm
have
good
those
at that.
thoughts?
Just I think, I'm good at giving advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you just like love me or leave me? I am who I am, or are you like I'm growing and changing every day?
I actually think the opposite constantly. I think more and more like how, because if I'm trying to like please more people or make everyone feel loved through like an interaction, I almost feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, oh, you're limiting yourself by doing that because you can't please everybody. I can't like. I would rather be in a small
Who
group of
says we can't please
extremists. I
everybody,
guess
Thomas?
you know what I mean.
So a small little group of weirdos are a little more comfortable.
I don't know. It's so beautiful
I
though.
feel like if you leave an interaction and you felt love, like now you're gonna ask me to help you move, or like you're gonna ask me for something.
Now you need a ride to the airport.
Yeah, now you're gonna need
So
something
you
from
feel
me.
like
I just don't want to get involved.
everything is transactional.
That I would say, yeah. I've been programmed that way 100%.
I can see that. Like, if you do something for me, then I'm gonna owe you somewhere down the line. Because some
It's
people are like
prison
that,
rules, yeah.
but I don't think everyone's like that.
It's like I don't want your ramen. I don't want to have to blow
Yeah.
you later.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't we be like the system of earth, like the dirt that gives to the seed that grows into the tree that grows into the flower that grows into the fruit, and the flower that gives and gives and gives and gives and gives like clockwork, lovingly, freely, without anything in return.
Or he can be the bunny that eats the
Love you, Layla.
fruit that's rotting on the ground or runs into my garden and takes it. Or you can
That
be the
too.
wolf that eats the deer and just attacks it while it's chewing on the flower in the middle
That
of the field.
exists.
Or the cat that just rips those little baby
But that
bunnies out of their
doesn't-
hole and just like rips their head
Plays
off
with
and
it on your
plays with
porch
them. Doesn't
for an
even eat
hour
it.
and makes it squeak
Just
like a
have
little
fun
squeaker
with it.
thing.
Yeah.
Or the owl that flies down and grabs your cat out
Yeah,
of the
but
yard after it tore
we're
apart the bunny.
different. We're different.
love you guys.
We're the thing that worships. We're the thing that records on this planet. We're the thing that leaves the footprint and stamp of things. They leave bones. Yes, we leave bones, but we leave art. We leave memory. We leave proof of worship. We leave proof of our existence in a way that's totally different from animals, in the sense of like, trees are different from animals. They just do, they give, and they don't ask for anything in return. And us, we are like a tree. When you really think about it, we give and create, and we leave our mark just like a tree does. And it's there for hundreds of years, and our mark is here for hundreds of years. And I feel like that's what we're kind of missing in the sense of humanity. It's like, why can't we just be like the giving tree and give and give and give each other? Instead
What's
of take and
funny
take and
that you're
take, you
using
know?
this analogy right now or this metaphor, like that's
Mm-hmm.
what I've been kind of thinking about today, and yesterday while I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting here crying, is that like, I guess the reason why I'm having such a strong reaction is like this job really did give me strong roots,
Mm-hmm.
but growing, like breaking out of the root phase and breaking the surface and everything, that's what we aim to do, but it's not always easy.
Did you cry when
Right?
you separated from the military?
Fuck no, I threw away every one of my uniforms, every one of them, and I regret it. I wish I would have kept them. I was like, fuck
Me
you.
too. No, me too. I threw all my stuff away, and then afterwards, I was like, "Ooh, I could have sold those for like
I know.
those weren't
And
cheap."
I was like, exactly. And my thought, like, afterwards was like, or as I was doing, it's like, you're going to regret this later. And I was like, no, fuck it. I don't want any memory of this. And yeah.
Thanks, Maria. Oh, God. She's like my girl crush. She's just hot in herself. So
She is. I saw the
Yes.
ruckus that was created. I was like, what's going on over there? And it was like, oh, my Maria's here. But that's how it is in real life with her, you guys. Like if
I
you just
bet,
walk
yeah.
into a place
She
and it's
sparkles,
just
huh?
like a normal
All
place
eyes on her.
and then it's like a little bit of a ruckus. Yeah, like walking down the street, it's just normal conversation amongst like the group of us and then screaming cars.
babe, hey, mommy.
Yeah, it's just a ruckus everywhere with my Maria. So if you're like, oh, that's my girl crush, it's when a hot girl says you're hot, it makes you even hotter than if an
Yeah,
other girl
right?
says it.
I love telling girls that they're hot if they're hot.
I think more women should do that. But I think guys like the same way. Like I think a not gay version of that would be like, hey man, this is an awesome truck. Like like I think sometimes guys spend all this time on things like you see a guy like in the lawn all day doing the landscape, cutting the trees, and like some dude should walk by and be like, wow, nice landscaping, man. Like nobody notices sometimes the things that men are up to, and a girl's like, girl, did you just get your nails painted? Like she didn't paint her own nails, but it's like, yes, Kiki. Like girls do notice a little bit.
It's so out of the ordinary though for someone to do that because my first thought's like, oh, this fucker's casing the joint. Now I got to make sure like all my guns are lubed up.
You're like, I
Like,
don't
the
even
first thing
trust
I'm
this guy at
thinking is
all.
like, how this guy's trying to take something from me. How do I hurt him?
You said bones earlier, Layla. We sometimes talk about movies or whatever on this show. Has anyone seen? I was like, I hope Thomas has seen this. Has anyone seen? I think it's called Year 10.
Oh, that sounds so
Hold on, I have to
familiar. Is
see.
that a caveman movie?
No, let me make sure it's the right name because I do this shit all the time. I'll be telling you guys about like Dennis Hopper and Mean Dennis Quaid.
Year 10.
I think it's called Year
No,
10.
I haven't seen it. It's with a wolf.
Okay, yes, Year 10. It's like a post-apocalyptic movie.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I don't want to give anything away for you guys. I kind of want you to watch it. It
It's
says
a
like
horror?
It's kind of the same thing as Obsession, where it says this word of horror, but it isn't that thing. It's like more suspenseful and thriller. One of the things I like about it is it's kind of like Apocalypto, where there is no word. Like, I didn't realize it until I was like
Ooh,
an
I like
hour and
that.
15 minutes in that I'm like, I don't think anyone spoke this whole movie. And I didn't even realize it. But the same as Apocalypto, where you're like,
I
just
like that, though.
in it and everything's being said that needs to be said. And I don't even recall, like, I didn't read any of it. I just looked at I don't know how long it took me to realize that we are in a post-apocalyptic or a parallel timeline, but I feel like it was pretty quick into the movie. Like, oh, this feels like these people are not just living off grid by choice kind of situation. But I don't want to give anything away because I was like, you said bones on the ground, and there's just one scene in the movie where I was like, oh, this took a different turn of what I thought this movie was. But
No, you got to tell us now.
well, there's like skull and bones on the ground in one scene.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like pretty early into the movie, and it's like a fire around it. And Jules is like, huh, what is it? And I'm like, they ate him.
Well,
And
I'm
it
looking
was
at the tagline.
cannibalism.
The tagline literally gives the whole plot
Yes.
away.
Oh, good.
And like,
I haven't. I don't know any of what it's about. It just came across my thing and I saw it. So I haven't read anything to know what it. So read what it says. So
the tagline is 10 years after the fall of civilization, cannibalism has become the only option for humanity survivors. So it's a movie about people eating people.
yeah. So I don't. It doesn't make it like it's not like the main premise of the movie by any
Okay.
means. It is a premise of the movie.
It's just a background flavor.
Well, it's just like you realize, like, oh, this is post-apocalyptic. This is a cold environment. There might not be a lot of food to go around. Like, it's like you see all this play out, but because there's no words, nobody's having a conversation with each other. It's like, you know, people. I just felt like there was a lot of moisture and it seemed cold. But anyways, yeah. So it's like there's cannibalism involved in it, but it's curious, like the plot. But I enjoyed it too, in the same way as Obsession.
Would you ever knowingly eat human meat if it were your only option?
Watching this, my wife and I actually had the conversation, which I think you should have with all your friends, and decide what the ruthers are and what your own moral compass is. But I'll tell you guys, if we're ever on a like rugby team and we're flying across the Andes and our planes go down and all of a sudden we're without anything for however long, if I die, eat me.
Eat me. Yeah.
I will have like whatever the repercussions are. If I have to write it down and sign something before we all make this trek, I just feel like if it keeps you alive, do that thing. Like, but don't kill me, please, for that.
Yeah. Don't kill me. I won't kill you.
and
I'll
so
eat
that's
you
where
if you're
I
dead.
feel like the difference is.
Yeah.
There is a little weird scene in that movie. I don't feel like it gives anything away. It's like so small. But at one time he's like just running and there's like a little flower off a tree. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like in my head, I'm like, if you're a cannibal, but you don't have to be a cannibal except in the wintertime. Like that's the only time that they're super desperate to get through the year. And then once the spring's out and the water melts and all this stuff, can they just fish?
Yeah.
You know,
Why can't you just fish now and go ice fishing?
I don't know, dude.
You
Like,
mean
what
in
the fuck?
in a zombie post-apocalyptic world?
Yeah.
Usually it's because the fish have all been contaminated and they're also dead. Or if you eat them, then
I
they
don't
would like
believe
be
that
full of
shit.
poison or something.
Oh, because the virus can magically enter the water. Like Dr. Fauci assumed that was flying in the air 6 feet apart.
I don't know if Fauci's in this movie or not.
There'll be a Fauci
I
out
don't know
for
that
sure.
he's not in the movie though. To be
There's
fair.
always a Fauci out there.
I like that now that like
Fucking
anytime a movie
ouchies.
comes on, you're like, oh yeah, like this would have happened in a world with Fauci.
Yeah, that
Literally.
could be why it
Right, Sarah
happened.
Connor. Did you get the vax?
Follow the arrows.
I like how before we even got to the 12-minute mark of this episode of Secret Society of Good Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I was like, the amount of shit we already said about Fauci and vaccines and and I was about to be like, oh, this is going to be a rough one for like right after it hits. It's going to be like, you're not allowed to have this on YouTube. But I'm like, with that diary that just came out, there's got to be 1 million more podcasts talking about the details, which is worse than anything we just bitched about.
Yeah,
so I
so
was
go
like,
ahead.
I think we're in the
Vaccine.
clear. Yeah, I think
I
we're in
could
the
say
clear.
the word. I don't have to
think
say
it-
schmaxine.
At some point, they just realized it was more profitable to mine everybody's data instead of silencing people. They would rather track what you're saying and who's following you and who's clicking like and who's doing super chats and adding comments so that they can build a profile on you so that they can either sell something to you or arrest you. One of those two.
Arrest me, motherfucker.
YouTube has a thing that they do, like every app has it now where they're like, do you want us to make an AI version of your thumbnail? Like the computer listens to your whole show and then it'll do an AI version. But you can also go into YouTube Studio. And in YouTube Studio, it will like take everything you've ever said on your channel and then it will suggest to you things that you should make topical or
I
should do a
hate
show
their
about.
suggestions so much. They are the worst. I should pull some up while we're talking.
Yeah,
just
do
to
it
see what it's
please,
telling me.
because everybody, you guys all know what Thomas is up there talking about on Paranoid American. So wait till you see what it pulls up, because it'll pull up something like, do the angels make a homunculus on Gulliver's Travels? It like adds 10 things together that he kind of talked about and to make a Masonic Luciferian cult, and it'll make this like a question, and then it'll make you a thumbnail for it. And the illusion is that they'll push you on the algorithm if you do this thing, but I just think it's starting to make the little tiny gaps it has in AI history that it can't make sense to itself. If it can get us to go on and talk about these topics, then it can attach dots between the stuff that makes no sense that people are talking about. So it's like
It's actually
goading
got a
people.
few of these nailed, but it's making suggestions that I've like already done. Like, yeah, congratulations. You just summarized like the content that's already. Well, here's one of them. It says how 1980s Saturday morning cartoons normalized the surveillance state infrastructure. I don't know if that's the clickbait title that would really get people clicking, but that's basically a review I did on like G.I. Joe. Here's another one. It says the Mormon Skull and Bones, decoding Desiree's influence on global intelligence agencies. I mean, those sound legitimate.
Maybe it's getting better. Like it's, because it started maybe like 5 weeks ago, like adding the extra stuff.
It's got Illuminati toilet suggestions in here because of the donut.
What does it say?
Belphegor's blueprint: why modern waste management systems harvest occult bioenergy. That's basic. That's donut. It's trying to have me moving on donuts territory.
It's like, oh, you obviously like the Oracle of Delphi content. Like, let's put it on. I
What?
should look it up on here.
Who said that? Hold on. Wesley said to search that U.S. patent, and that's a very interesting patent.
Is it ionosphere?
Smart dust usage and something about
Mapping out things?
a user making payment using micro something systems devices with
Share your
smart
screen.
dust. Hold on, let's see. How do I do that shit right here?
You guys, you are witnessing Techno Layla. Watch out,
Yay.
Abbie. She's going to come take your job.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I
You can zoom in.
zoom in?
Enhance.
Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing?
You can move your like
Oh
thumb
my
and
God.
finger over your mouse, make it wide, spread it out.
I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all.
Try the control key, hold that down, hit the plus key a couple of times, zoom in.
Control plus.
Yeah, right, just like that. Yeah.
You guys are witnessing.
Is it working?
Nope.
This is Uncle
I'm
Alert.
not tech
If
savvy.
anyone wants to do an Uncle Alert. Anyways,
I am
Let me-
not tech savvy,
let me see.
unfortunately. But yeah, it is U.S. patent. U.S.
you're gonna read it.
Where it go?
US 113-54666B1. What does
Oh,
it
There you
say?
go.
Read it to us.
got to get a 666 in there, huh?
Fantastical. Oh, look out. Layla's using technology.
That made Abbie laugh too. I was like, she go come steal Abby's job. That made Abbie LOL.
No, come work with me. Shit. We'll have some fun.
Teach me your ways.
Little tech.
Is
See,
this a good guy help desk tonight?
yeah, it would be kind of fun if we had a techno song that came on and Layla took us on a ride
Heck
because
fucking yeah,
making her
techno
AI
for
say
life,
God 50
baby.
times was like techno Layla, techno Layla. Yeah,
How do you know I
it's
like
"How-
techno?"
Did you guys know?
Layla
I mean,
is
how-
techno.
Techno is life, bro. You don't even know.
Albanian techno will hit you in a place you've never been hit.
I love techno. It's so good.
Layla's Albanian music will make the energy come out.
Hell yeah.
You're like, oh, Albania.
Everywhere I go.
Albania's got some bops.
Yo, Albanians have balls, bro. They're still fucking protesting. I don't know how long it's been. Over almost 2 months now. Fighting parliament.
Well, it's
getting
good
tear
if they're
gassed.
at least if they're at the edge of the water line. A whole bunch of Moroccans won't be able to sneak in.
Well, we established on the earlier show that Albania is one of the lowest trust societies on the planet.
Apparently.
Look at if Layla is the only person we ever meet from Albania, and we all other represent different nations. And you said Layla's the least trust nation on the planet. It'd be like, yeah that tracks.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, but now it is, because of all the fucking corruption that's happening. And all of this is all planned out. There is going to be a war there with Serbia. They did strike a deal with Israel and sent a bunch of like military aircraft and whatnot, military deal. So a lot of this is just, stirring up the pot for what's to come. So be prepared. I'm saying it here. There will be a war with Serbia and the Balkans. And
Is there a poly market link that we can put in the description yet
for
who's going to win?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I want to stay out of it because I'm not about war and people dying. So if they want to kill themselves, fine. I work with a Serbian guy. He's really nice. He's really sweet. I treat him with respect. He treats me with respect. What y'all want to do because of the past, go ahead. Y'all still haven't grown. But yeah, with that said, did you see that video I sent you of those ladies who do the Ouija board thing? And they ask the weird questions?
Yeah.
I didn't see the one you sent, but I
Okay, well,
like that.
Apparently, they were asking spirit or whatever, their higher selves.
Demon. Yeah, just say
Some
demon.
will say demon, but I don't think that way. I don't think demons exist. That's just me. Okay, y'all want to believe that? Cool. I don't. But apparently, they were talking about NPCs and the amount of NPCs versus like real souls and the 3 types of souls that are on this planet. Apparently, there are I wrote them down because I know my memory. Let me just pull that up real
Proud of
quick.
you.
Layla's bringing notes. Layla's bringing notes.
You're
So
inspiring Chaney tonight.
relic
No,
souls.
Layla's on Marilyn.
So-
Layla's
such
on it.
news.
Relic souls, light beings, and divine sparks, and not DIVINE. It's DEVINE, which is very interesting how they spelt it. And apparently, like grid workers, light workers, and energy workers. And it's like the three fates who weave the web, like the weaving spiders. And it's like they're all three different souls. So the first soul, group of souls, which are out of the 8 million, the larger group are the relics. Then the light beings come second, and then the less amount of souls are like true souls are divine sparks, and they're all here for a different reason. And I believe light beings are here for to bring light to everything, and the divine sparks are the energy workers behind everything, and then the relics are the grid workers. So it's very interesting when they got into this, and the NPCs, 99% of the world are like NPCs, and they aren't even aware that they're NPC and they could play the part, but they're just here to antagonize the real souls. You're part of the false overlay matrix.
This narrative
they
scares
say.
me a little bit because it's like a short skip, hop, and jump away from, and that's why it's okay to shoot them. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a tiny little bit of connective tissue until you completely depersonalize them.
Like putting a bullet between a zombie's eyes.
Look,
You're
I
like,
mean,
well,
like,
that's okay.
maybe
It's like an
that might just
NPC
be
is like
like
a zombie that doesn't have pus coming out of its face.
No, 100. First, it goes zombies, and then Nazi zombies, right? Like those are like the three acceptable things that even Disney and like Nintendo games will let you kill. But once it gets out of that range, but if now you're just saying like, well, NPCs, because NPCs are pretty much expendable. They just re-res when you turn around or you restart, whatever. Like, right? They don't have a storyline. But to think that, like, if you're going around your day to day, you're in the grocery store and you're looking around and you're like, no one here has any souls. They're just fake people. I feel like that's the first thing that like the Columbine kids like start thinking too, or like
Like
whoever
at
it is. It's like,
the Dream Realm, though, like they have their little script, and if you divert from it, they don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
to
it's
do.
like
It's like there's NPCs everywhere.
yeah,
So
they're part of the
what if
codes
reality is just like that?
of this like illusion that we witness as real. Okay, they're
Are the
part of
birds
that.
part of the code? Like, are the animals NPCs too in
Yeah,
this
they're dog
I would
scenario?
love to not ask that question actually. I'm going to ask that question when they go live, because they go live on TikTok, and I want to ask that question and see what comes up and screen record it, because just out of curiosity, it just, the idea that NPCs are a thing is really real to me, because some people that you meet out here, like you can genuinely feel it's a genuine soul, and then some are just like, are you even human?
could it just be autism?
Like, do you have like an ounce of humanity within you? Are you just like really like that coded? And yeah, it's just weird. Speaking of human,
But in the same way of it's kind of
talk
like
about it.
weird. Sometimes quantum physics stuff also goes when you read like super old different religious text from different religions. So you get this thing like weaving, and then you see this thing like a tesseract, and you're like, oh, like this takes on a whole different meaning like this. And
Yeah,
then
'cause
if
it's not
some
up and down. It's
yeah, if something, let's say
multidimensional.
someone is part of the NPC zeitgeist idea, are they part of the tesseract? So they in fact have to be here for you, like they're one of your roads, like they're
Yeah.
part of your trail, like your breadcrumbs that you're picking up. So even though they're not a traveler on the tesseract, they are a living part of the tesseract.
Yeah,
Does this make
they're
sense?
part of it itself. Yes,
Like they're the map itself, and they're not a traveler on the map.
If you
Yeah.
break down what NPC actually means, though, everybody except for you is technically an NPC. Like you can only play your own character. Therefore, everybody else on the planet is an NPC to you.
Well, actually, Thomas, have you played an MMORPG to understand that there are NPCs in the world, but then there are other players who actually subscribe to pay money to
Right,
play
right,
as
but
real characters who are also going on the quests. So there are multiple people that you can join in parties. But if you actually played a faction game, then you'll understand there's orcs and there's dwarves, or
but I'm
there's
saying, but
alliance
an
versus the horde.
NPC is a relative term because playable is
Unk is a relative term. It's about
Non-player
family,
consciousness. I like that.
tribalism, in-group and out-group.
I like that, Wesley.
but it's relative. It's only not playable to you, but something's playing. Even if it's AI, even if it's like a little loop in the code that just says walk back and forth and respond, technically something is playing that character. It's just not you, so it's non-playable from your standpoint.
It's a code that's playing off on its code, just like the tree is playing off the tree roll.
Here's
and
a
doing its
crazy
thing.
idea. You know how like you're saying like some people feel like they have a soul. So whatever is driving them, God, source, whatever you pick for this thing, they're the ones without the free will. So you're not attached to the NPCs. You're attached to the different driver of you that they're attached to too. So you feel them. So you guys are actually attached to the same source, that it's not that they're not attached to some source. They're not attached to the same one you're feeling you're attached to. So it's like almost like there's dueling characters like GTA, like God TA. And then there's these different factions being played on the game board right now.
Yeah.
But some people you feel attached to. So are they being played by the same thing you're being played by?
It's like,
Good.
to me, like I'm thinking about the three fates, the three body problems, the three souls. And it's like the three angles, the triangle. And then I think of light hitting
Trinity.
the glass, and it creates that prism. And it's almost like that light beam, which is source, that creates everything that hits the mirror, that prism idea. What is that called? Where
Say
the
it
light
again.
hits the triangle or hits the
Hologram?
prism.
Dark
You know,
side
the
moon cover.
that field of light where it's like it hits the lens or it hits the glass and it bounces off and
separates.
reflects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you
and
said, I think it's
separates.
prism. I think
Just
that's
prism,
what it is.
And it's like
light prism.
that in a sense. And they have your non-soul beings, and then you have your special three-souled beings. And they're all here to play. They all come from a source, but that's part of the game. It's like you have your characters to pick, and these are the three souls that you have. And then you can probably even have the option of being like, oh, I don't even want to do any of that. I just want to be blah, docile. I don't want to know shit. I just want to fucking be, you know? It's almost like that.
Playing on easy
Yeah.
or
Like
playing
when
on
you
difficult.
switch between sims and they're just kind of on autopilot.
Yeah. You are the choice maker. It's like the game. You choose left, right, up, down, this, that.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you, when you're ever living your normal life and you're going about your day and you're doing all the stuff, you always have your coffee at the same time, wake up at the same time, put on your makeup, like, same face. Like you always do everything this exact same. And then some days you're like, I'm turning left instead of right.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever try to fuck with the simulation?
Yeah, that's what
Or
not
your
doing.
handlers?
That's what Castaneда calls a not doing. You're supposed to do that because if you don't do that, you have no attention. Your attention's not your own, so you like your intention is weak as shit. So if you sit there and like try to use your mouse with your left hand, or take a different way to work or whatever, you're disrupting your attention, your autopilot, so that way you have your attention. He calls those not doings.
I like to do that once in a while. It surprises me too. It's like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just not going to do it this way. I'm just going to do that. And it just surprises me, myself. It's like a self shocker. Like, oh, damn, Layla, big move there.
Well, like you change the entire fractal that way.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Because then you're in part of the game that no one expected you in. It's and the idea of like rendering as you go, like a game is foggy and it kind of lays out before you. Some people think with like simulation theory is there's parts of the simulation that when you take that left instead of the right you always take, you end up on a street and the street is completely vacant of life. There isn't a bird, there isn't a bug, there isn't a human. But now that you're on it, it's like the simulation
highlighted
calls
it.
in like Truman, like, okay, we need everyone to go to this thing right now. And all of a sudden, this absurd amount of life shows up to the one street that was vacant, where it's
Or
like,
walking
send the
into an
trash
empty
truck, send the
restaurant.
birds, send the this. And you're like, whoa, we put way too many people on the set at once.
Yeah, or like when you walk into an empty restaurant, all of a sudden, boom, business comes in. It's like any with anything, or sometimes it depends on your energy too. I've noticed if I'm in that road rage state
There
and
is
I
an
feel
echo.
like, yeah, I hear it.
It's so faint, but I hear it. Go on. I don't want to break your train of thought. Sorry.
Like when you're in a bad energy and like let's say you're road raging and you feel like you are gonna be the smart ass and like take this left because you think you're gonna cut everybody, but then it fucks you in the ass because you tried to outsmart it and the Matrix like kind of read that you were gonna do that, so it like fucks you in the ass. I've had situations like that,
principle
like
is what that's called.
not today, bitch. Here's
Like
a
you go into that
roadblock.
lane, and then you go into that lane, and then you go
And
into,
then
and you're
that
in
one
the
ends
slow
up being
lane.
faster, yeah. And it's like, you motherfucker. Okay, I see you. Calm down. And then
That's
you
when
calm
I
down.
that's when I literally just close my eyes and let Jesus take the wheel. Like if I'm trying to get through traffic and like no one's letting me in, that's when it's like, all right, apparently there's a better plan.
What would Doubting Thomas do?
I picture in that moment, like if I were to make an AI video and it's like Thomas in the car going back and forth the traffic, and then it's like Jesus take the wheel fades in, he lets go, and then the car like rides over an embankment and just rolls and flips onto traffic.
I don't know how many people have had to deal with. I mean, I guess if you live in LA, but like I-4 traffic is something very unique. And even when people talk about I-4, and I-4 is like the main highway that goes through Florida from like Orlando to Tampa and elsewhere. Anyways, within I-4 traffic, which is one of like the most deadliest roads on the country, once you get into Disney territory, which is like when you see the ears, it's like exit 65 to 68. Anyways, once you get into Disney territory, you're in a whole extra world of I-4 now because you're mingling with people that have never been outside of like a small town before, right? And like they're all on the road from all different areas, and it's extra bad. So when I was working there full time, and I'd have to drive from like downtown Orlando to Disney, which isn't Orlando, by the way, it's in Kissimmee, but it's like on a good day you can get there in 20 minutes. On a bad day, 3 hours, 4 hours, depending on traffic. So there were some days when it was 3 hours there, 3 hours back. And this is every day for nearly like 6 or 7 years. So I had to develop like a game, I guess, in my mind to just not go ape shit insane with road rage and get into wrecks trying to like get around people. And my trick was that I would just convince myself I was following everyone in my family to like a funeral or something. Like someone just died in my family, and that asshole that keeps like trying to cut me off or not letting me in, it's like my grandma, and like she just can't see or something. Like, you know, I'd have to like trick myself, and then I could be completely docile, and then like traffic would kind of clear up or it wouldn't even bother me. But I would notice, I would like get to work sometimes and my knuckles would be like white, like literally, you know what I mean? From just like grabbing the steering wheel so bad from just being so irritated.
Yeah.
And just like that one little thing was like, oh, I'm following everyone to a picnic. Oh, I'm going to whatever. Like that's my aunt that just cut me off. It made all the world a difference to me. I stopped like white knuckling.
This is me in traffic. I'm like, if I were a terrorist, I would never waste money on an invading army. I would just have 2 semi trucks go 5 mile an hour slower and make one bad turn. And then all of us are stuck in traffic for an extra 2 hours every day. And now gas is more expensive. And now we have to stop at the convenience stores. And now I'm a little hungry, so I have to get an extra bag of chips. This is the shit I would do with my Lego brain to really, I could probably take like just 20 people and put one in Atlanta and one in Chicago and one, I could just put them in these little hubs and they would eventually eventually mess up the traffic around the whole country every day, and I could just pay them little minuscule amounts of money, and I could tell them to Uber for the rest. In fact, I don't even have to tell them the plan. I could just have them Uber, and I could just make them from other countries and make them drive trucks. Sorry.
You're Doofenshmirtz. Like, if any of you guys have watched Phineas and Ferb, that's like a total Doofenshmirtz plan. I fucking love it.
I don't know
on
what
the
it is.
other hand, am like,
He's like the
fuck
ultimate
you, you
bad guy 'cause
motherfucker.
he's
Get out of
like-
the fucking lane. Get out of the
cute.
fucking lane. Bah. Blink, 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 blink. Get out of the fucking lane. Get into the fucking right lane. Bah. Like road raging. I can't.
What is your road rage playlist? What do you listen to?
Oh, it's all but Zen. Nothing but Zen. The
Alan
Vedic,
Watts. Get the
you
fuck
know,
out of the road.
the Oms.
Classical Minnesota Public Radio.
It's the most triggering thing
Ay,
ever.
ay,
Enigma.
ay, 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 ay. Get the fuck
It's
out
all
of the right
Zen.
lane.
Gongs,
Forest.
chimes, all of it. No, doesn't help.
Spangle.
The return to innocence.
If I wasn't scared though, like the only thing that would help me is smoking a joint or a blunt in the car. But now I'm afraid to do that because I don't want to go to jail, and they will arrest you for that here.
Yeah.
And I used to love doing that in New York City, just fucking L ride everywhere.
And I feel like all DUIs are felonies or something in Oklahoma now. I think they just passed that
Wow.
law.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What
and
did they pass?
Into prison over felony DUIs. Like, Oklahoma, I think, like, just in January, they just passed a law where all DUIs are felony.
I already feel like tomorrow there's going to be people walking around their house like the return to innocence. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be, damn it, Secret Society of Good Guys.
Is there a collection of songs on one CD?
Depends what kind of
My
mood you're in.
favorite thing to wake me up in the
Something
middle of the
moods.
night.
It was called Something Moods, Alan Marcus. You're going to have to order that for the collection.
It's
But
on
it
my
was
shelf in the
strange.
other room.
You would have the volume like super low, and then that commercial would come on and wake you up. The volume out for some reason for that commercial was just super loud on purpose. And it's 3 a.m. and you're waking up by,
And for whatever reason, the commercial that it wasn't a video of any of the real videos of the songs, but it looked really cult. Like I think they just sacrificed somebody. It was like,
It was like
people
a
in
Native American dancing.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
And then it would be like a Girls Gone Wild
Enchanted
video
Moods?
immediately after that.
I wish
Oh,
we could,
yeah.
that's the stuff I wish we could play and have up and discuss it and talk about the whole entire thing, like Time Life books. And we could talk about it like people talk about Joe Rogan's podcast, and it's fine.
Guys, I live like
commentary.
literally 10 minutes from, what's it called? Ground Zero of Girls Gone Wild, Club La Villa. That was the home of that. Like literally right here. They shut that bitch down. Like literally one of the biggest fucking clubs in the United States. MTV Spring Break was here. Like every fucking show that you saw during Spring Break was played at Club La Villa. And the stories that I've heard about this club, man, being here, I'm flabbergasted. Like the amount of drugs alone, the amount of rape stories I've heard, insane. Like insane.
We do need to return to innocence.
Yeah.
You should make a documentary. What is that?
Oh,
What
yeah?
is that?
No.
You just pulled
took
right down.
They took the music off the guy. There's a guy who sings it, James Jones, and he does that theme. He's a notorious Cree. But they took it down from him singing it. So I was like, I was going to play it, but then I realized it was playing something else.
If Summer came on
Such
right
a
now
sacred
just to
song.
sing Return to Innocence and then left, I'm just throwing it
Well,
out there.
someone
If she
summoned
flew-
Summer. Did like
Yeah,
they
she was
said
in
in the comments? They said I took a picture of it and sent it to Summer.
Yeah, like I mean,
You're
like
being
if Summer
summoned,
just
Summer.
randomly flew in here and then just sang because she knows every lyric to every weird song, and now like that song stuck in my head, but I don't know any other lyrics to get it out. But Summer will just come on and sing them all. You can't play it because it'll get us pulled off YouTube.
Was that her?
Someone or William
No.
said some of us can bring up the energy in any.
Oh, is that
any
Summer or
room."
the real thing?
That sounded like Summer.
That sounded just like
It sounded
Yeah.
like summer.
I was like, don't play it. We'll get pulled off YouTube because I thought it was a real one.
The sounds of summer.
Yeah, that's I think what it was called. The
Oh, she definitely knows the lyrics to that.
Oh, look at this. This is
Summer
so
School Musical.
amazing. This is Secret Society of Summer.
Yes.
Guys, it was called Pure Moods Return to Innocence. That was the ad that they were advertising at the night. Okay. So they had Enya on it, and it was called Pure Moods. You don't remember? I'm not going to start singing, but you're going to sing that. Hi, guys.
Please sing whatever songs you remember from Pure Moods.
Hi.
Hi.
That one.
I really just thought you were gonna fly in here and hit us with like 5 tracks from Pure Moods right now.
I was going to, but I didn't. I got stage fright all of a sudden.
If we're talking about
Nimrod.
Alan Marcus was there from the beginning. He usually comes after. Alan, you make me nervous.
Why?
He
I
was
don't know.
he
I
was
don't know.
too excited, and Secret Society of Summer doesn't know Alan and Marcus like that yet.
Oh yeah.
He'll probably have to sing Pure Moods to you, and then you'll feel cozy.
Just because it was the same time period. Does anyone remember Jordy, the little French like 8-year-old rapper? He was like the youngest rapper ever until Eminem.
Yeah,
came out.
vaguely. Whoa.
Jordy.
I remember Muzzy or Muzzy. Je suis la vie. Remember him who used to teach you how to speak French? That wasn't him.
That's
You know
probably
the
an
guy?
island thing.
You know how
No,
many
he was
people
an
were saying that? And it
infomercial
means
that
like I'm
came
a little
on.
girl.
Okay, Jordy.
I don't know Jordy either. I'm
Neither
trying
me.
to find it, but it doesn't even pull up a kid.
Jordy was like I swear he was like 8 years old or something. He was like this little like white French rapper kid.
French, 1990s.
Yeah.
Let's see if it pulls it up with that. Oh, weird, dude. It's such a young. Is this it? It makes me feel weird even having
His face looks familiar, but I don't remember him.
Just they played this on MTV in the early 90s just like on a loop.
Is this it?
That's Jordy. Yeah, that's Jordy.
That is insane. Like that is such a young child.
Yeah. Is he
a rapper.
alive?
He was I think so, yeah.
Jordy French. That's his name.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insane. That's probably Macron. That's probably the person who runs France now. That's
Macron.
probably villain.
Unfortunately, Jordy's no longer with us. He was stabbed in the neck by a new Frenchman.
I know. Is he still around?
Jordy Limon.
Guinness Book of World Records, youngest singer ever to have a number one charted hit.
It's tough to be a baby.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
1992.
So remember how everyone was like, oh, human being means monster. And no one could find like which dictionary it came from.
It's Black's Law.
Black's Law. Didn't I type that to you?
Well, it's actually because when I looked in Black's Law, I couldn't find it in Black's Law. And then I found this dictionary called I'll tell you right now, it's called the
And what are you talking about?
self-pronouncing.
Explain the whole thing. The human is monster thing.
Yeah, the self-pronouncing law dictionary by James Ballenstein, which was, I believe, first edited 1928, and then the second version 1948. And here, let me just show you so you guys can see for yourself. Human being.
It's backward. I'm going to try to blow
my
you
God.
up. Hold on. It's
Well,
still backward, but
Flip the
hold
phone around.
How do I fucking do that? Hold on, let me
Do you
flip
have
my
a
camera.
mirror that you could use?
I could flip my camera, I think. Right? Mirror. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. A human being. You see it? Sea monster. Okay. Same book. Monster. Oh. You guys see that?
Yeah.
And then it
but
just says a human being.
No.
read it to us because it kind of doesn't do it justice.
A human being by, what does it say? I can't see.
Some part resembling a lower.
Hold on. There we go. Can you see it?
A lower animal.
Yeah, resembling a lower animal. And then automatically I thought goy. And then I'm just like, okay, 1948. The UN was created in 1945 in California. Truman, CIA, all in that time frame. And they use those books in our law schools, teaching people by that book, apparently, using that book for law. And that word describes us human beings as monsters, but as a lower animal. And then when I ask my machine, it says it comes from the origination comes from monstrous birth. And it gets into this weird thing where it looks like a human, but not a human kind of thing. I just couldn't, like, it was just, I couldn't take it. I was like, okay, you're just a machine. I don't know what you're talking about. And it was just giving me some kind of like, I don't think a truthful backing to where that came from, because I feel like it comes from a source, but they don't want us to know, because who has the power of the pen? Who has the power of the pen? Who writes history? Who has been writing history? Who has been editing history? Who is actually literally rewriting and deleting history right now, saying that we're just cutting books open and, scanning their pages in and then tossing the books away? It's the same fucking people.
They in older historical editions of Black Law's dictionary, the term monster was defined strictly as an archaic legal classification for a human birth with severe physical deformities and lacked the shape of mankind and was historically barred from inheriting land. It does not mean that regular human beings are legally defined as monsters or that sea monsters are in any valid legal system.
What is regular human being? Because it doesn't have that as a definition, regular human being.
Well, it was like in the first ones of it, like dependent on what, because if you put in Black's Law's dictionary, there is so many versions. Like they're updated every, not maybe even more than every decade. I don't even know how much. But if you look at how many of them there are, you'll be like, oh my gosh. So some of these terms get updated throughout the years, but I am kind of with you on I believe that there's like abracadabra and like magic in words. And so that some things get buried over time and they might change kind of the etymology of what we know it as now, but it doesn't mean it didn't come from somewhere that was very nefarious, or them trying to blanket us with something like they thought us like, it just meant if you had a deformity, if you were Rocky Dennis, you couldn't own land. That's what it meant. Like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, if you have a hunchback, you can't own land, is what it meant. Cyclops
That's what I'm saying.
cannot
I
own
can get
land.
behind that. We've given hunchbacks enough leeway in this country for long enough.
That's probably the downfall. Like, Cyclops have taken enough tax dollars. But that's where it makes it seem like it's kind of like that. But as far as we know, when it first came out, where it was written, it was like, oh, anyone with a darker hue of skin than a paper bag was considered a monster, or opposite. Anyone with lighter skin than one was considered a monster because it was an abomination, and we just called it white devil.
I feel like I've heard this particular line from Jordan Maxwell in one of his maritime law monologues, where he brings up Black's Law, and because in Jordan Maxwell framing, he talks about the word monster or human being, that if you're in a courtroom, you can't represent yourself. That's why you need someone to represent you, because you're a monster and you need to have some agent of the state that knows how to talk to the state that's not a monster. Although I don't know. I remember eating up every single word that Jordan Maxwell ever said, but then over time I've slowly all right, separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit. It's not all wheat, but it's also not all chaff.
Yeah.
It's just
Some
weird.
stuff is
It's very
good.
interesting.
I liked Jordan Maxwell's whole, I feel like he was the first person that laid out all of them. It was like I saw piecemealed all the maritime rules of banking system and currency, and then I saw it all together with him in something that like jarred my brain and like, oh, I think it was him that did that.
Well, he did maritime law, sovereign citizenry, and astrotheology. Like those three things, he kind of was able to like encapsulate into like everything that he did, and like take it or leave, like warts and all. But he definitely had a lane, and he knew how to like dominate that lane.
You know what's funny? I saw a video of these guys. They asked the most like funny, like, oh my God, whoa, why didn't I ever ask that question kind of videos. So the question was, so remember the First World War? I'm like, yeah. Why would they name it World War One? Did they know World War II was coming? A World War III, perhaps? Is it planned? Why would you name a fucking World War
Wasn't called that until
What was it?
Let me go one step beyond that though. That why are they using Roman numerals unless you know you're gonna get into like the hundreds, right?
It's just weird.
It was called the Great War until World War II was considered World War II.
Why would they change it?
Because World War II was even greater.
They wanted it
The
kept with
Great
the
War.
storyboard. We have a commercial break real quick
greatest
to pay
war.
our sponsors.
No, we're not.
All right.
Because
Just have to
on
make
the
this-
advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
How many times would you take the fifth?
I don't think I'm eligible.
I was gonna say, do you have the Fifth Amendment?
And everyone's saying it's
Jamaica?
111. He said it, but initially when I asked Grok, this is how Grok's a liar. He told me 118. So who's telling the truth?
I'm not counting.
I'm not counting either.
I'm not watching that spell.
But he kept having to read the paper, like he couldn't memorize the one fucking line. Oh, sorry, he couldn't just
You can cuss
memorize
here.
the one line. Oh,
Yeah, why did he have to read the paper every single time? Good point. What kind of robot was that?
NBC.
He should have used a robot as his attorney to know that he's not eligible to plead the fifth because of his pardon.
Layla, the chat is amok because your camera is blurry. Can you fix it?
Yeah.
We can't have the Marilyn Monroe spell if Layla has a blurry camera.
And when we were trying to read your human being with the blurry camera, I was like, oh my God, am I blind? Am I blind? But it was a blurry camera.
Yeah, you were like, it's my eyes. I really, Summer, cannot believe you haven't come on with at least one Pure Mood song yet, even with the Pure Moods picture.
No, because I have Sahara Dust voice, right?
It's still fun. It's not about the quality. It's about how amazing it is that you know every word.
No, I love it. And then they have that other one, sad de moi. Sadness.
Bum, bum,
and then they had like the X-Files theme song in it. Like it was just the most random.
Remember one.
It's like a techno remix though.
Yeah,
I knew you'd
that's
remember
one's
one
pumping.
that
And then
was
after
a
that,
deep
it's like
cut.
some like trumpet, like saxophone thing, and you're like, what? Where is this taking us? Enigma. I always mix his Return to Innocence, the I one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Then
And
there's
then
another
Sail
one I
Away, and
forgot.
there's another one.
There's like an Enya song.
Yeah, Enya. But what I always mix up Enigma and Enya together, and Hadaway. Remember, those songs were always popular at the same time because of Rick Dees and his weekly top 40.
Yeah, we did go through an instrumental phase in the 90s.
Tubular Bells.
Gregorian chants. Remember that for like
Those
a
that
year and
was
a
mind
half.
control programming and the elevated music. Those they were like
Irish dancing.
Yeah,
There was like a
Britney
man
Spears.
doing his
Riverdance,
legs.
Yeah.
movie theme tracks. Team
Yo,
from Twin
Britney
Peaks,
Spears.
Firewalk with me.
those river dances were.
Oh,
Britney Spears.
Riverdance was on instrumental moods.
no, that'll get us taken off.
We can't play the music.
That'll get us taken off.
Do you see this?
What? No, you have to just tell us because your
It
camera's
says, "What
backward.
if rain is God's Tears, Zilla River Red with purple rain in the back, and then with the Jewish stars as her caption.
Huh. Let's pull it up. Let me pull it up on mute. I gotta see what's going on Decode Britney at
76 heart
1:47
likes,
a.m.
232 reposts for summer out there. That's what I'm seeing it at.
Brit. Zilla River Red. And she's coming in hard with the Zilla River Red again.
Zila is Belle.
I'm not. Oh, wait.
From how we say it, Zila.
I used to tell my brother that God knows you did something bad because he's crying. So it's so funny. She probably told her sibling. She probably told Jamie Lynn that too. What if rain is God's tears? Zilla River Red. But I'm thinking like Britney's like she just learned how to use like Sora or some kind of like she's learning all these editing software. Huh.
And that's not her original audio.
Is it the real Purple Rain song? I don't want to turn it on.
Yeah. Purple Rain. Exactly.
Weird. But it is August 1st too.
My mom's birthday,
Oh,
your mom's
yeah.
birthday.
My mom's birthday was at the beginning of the show, so
Really?
yeah.
Today?
We already discussed this. Yeah, because my mom was July 31st. Your guys' mom's August 1st. And what's weird is my future daughter-in-law, her dad was August 1st too. I was like, what the fuck?
That is so wild to me.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That our moms are born so close together on the same day.
That's so wild.
Yeah, my mom's such a lion.
Does
Lied.
that put you all in the same soul group then?
Probably.
Probably all from Lyrian. We're all Lyrian.
We're the fates.
Illyria.
If I believed in that conspiracy right now, we're all from the cat planet.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I know
what
I am.
conspiracy is this?
Isn't that Illyrian, the cat looking
The
aliens?
star seeds.
Oh, this is starseed stuff.
Are they Illyrian or
Like blue avians? Is that like part of this?
somebody in our chat will know? They'll correct
Listen,
it.
there are
Lyrian.
light souls on
Lyrian.
this planet. Out of the 8 million real souls, there's
My mom is
There's-
a lion, and August 1st, there's like this one picture specifically of a lion with like, it's like a female lion, like probably eating some kind of prey. And then she pulls her head up and half her head's covered in blood. And I'm like, that's how I see all female Leos. They're like still a lion, but there's a part of them that's just like mildly bloody, like mildly ready for war all the time. They're ready
Yeah,
to
oh
be
my
on
God.
stage or battle. It's such a lion thing. They're like, look at how beautiful this cat is and deadly.
All the time.
I like it. I feel like I'm a Leo Mars for astrology nerds.
I don't know if I have
don't know what
Leo
it
on
really
my
means.
chart.
My fight style is in Leo. It's because
My,
I come from
trying
a
to
Leo
see what's up on
mom.
my camera.
True sidereal chart is like Leo rising, but otherwise I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. That all the crying makes more sense that you're a Virgo. Leos don't typically cry as much.
I thought that was more of a Pisces
They rage.
thing.
Well, there's just some
Pisces?
signs that are sensitive. Like I think some of your signs just feel it a little harder, or at least will express feeling it. Leos might be sad, but it might come out as a little bit of anger before it's actual sad. Like there's the energy is still going to be released, but I just think this is where I know some people don't get as woo woo, but I just when I meet people and the more I learn about signs or horoscopes and then I know little things about them, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And the more I get to know about people specifically that I care about, it makes other people that I care about make more sense because of their signs that I'm like, oh, I always thought that was a Leo thing, but that's a Pisces thing, you know, you know, where you just assume somebody is the way they are, like, Scorpios. I'm like, that's a Sagittarius thing. Most of the things that make you want to roll your eyes about Scorpios is really Sagittarius.
It also comes from a Pisces dealing with a Scorpio. Even though like we work so well, like y'all are our kryptonite. Like when we're in a relationship with Scorpio, it's like you're the best thing, but because you were the best thing, it hurts so much not to have the best thing, so it like hurts us more. So it's like fuck you, fuck you, fucking Scorpio.
Water signs.
Uh,
Because
yeah.
it's like if every element has a king of that element, like a stronger pull of a sign in that element, Scorpio is the stronger elemental of water. The more flowing sign, that's more easy go, get along, is a Pisces. And so with a Pisces, when they're with other Pisces, it's a more flowy, copacetic relationship. When they're with Cancer, they feel a little bit of the schism, but a Scorpion, usually it's like, oh, they have the reins. And that is a different energy in the water sign, because water signs typically are flowy. Like when Scorpios are two Scorpions together, they're like two Pisces. Because they don't have a pull or push. They have a like equal energy.
The Britney
Cancers
spell is
too.
working. It's raining right now.
Zilla River Red. Purple Rain. What's with the Jewish stars though in Brittany?
No idea.
We're gonna see
Isn't she-
Brittany tomorrow
This
kissing
is
the wall.
Kabbalah.
Yeah,
not
she's a
allowed to kiss the
Kabbalah.
wall. Oh yeah, she is Kabbalah.
Yeah,
she's
she's
big
Kabbalah.
time. She's in the Madonna witches of Kabbalah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Madonna initiated her.
Yeah, they're all in like a weird little Kabbalah cult. I think
They
with Donatella
sacrificed her, and that's not
Versace.
really her, and they're trying to hide that.
But it's like a special Hollywood version of Kabbalah, right? Like Kabbalah with a K, red string Kabbalah, which apparently is not the same as any other Kabbalah.
That's what they want you to think.
They got all those.
Well said,
so
Alan.
shiesty, they got me again.
Like a
Well said.
trademarked.
If it weren't for that meddling Marcus Allen.
We need to talk about Michelle Branch. She's coming back. Remember Michelle Branch?
Was she with the guy from Three Doors Down?
I don't know, but I have an alert set. She's doing a new tour, I think.
It's like, what did she sing? She sang like,
I feel like I was about to sing the wrong one, but the first thing I wanted to
I
do was
know.
making my way downtown, going fast,
I was-
and I'm homebound.
I was gonna sing Nelly
Ding, ding,
Furtado,
ding, but I'm
like-
like, I don't
Said
think that's
Vanessa
her.
Carlton?
I think that
Michelle
Purple
Branch.
Rain is about the royal family.
making my way to that's why it's UK Rain, Purple Rain,
What was Chocolate Rain about then?
black people. What am I looking up? Michelle Branch. Let's see. Michelle Branch songs. Oh, she sings.
Everywhere to me, and when I close my eyes, it's you I see.
That makes me believe. I wanna know.
No.
Oh, I'm not alone.
Whoa, not alone.
I'm gonna add that to my. I'm gonna listen to that.
Oh,
Mario?
Michelle Branch on the timeline, but I really want to see who her husband is. That's what I was looking up. Patrick Carney, the drummer from the rock band The Black Keys. I was on the whole wrong band, but a band. And I just think I got her confused with the other girl who is married to the lead singer of Three Doors, but I was singing the whole wrong song at the beginning. So.
Why is this song about the royal family?
Just
reading-
purple. They say royal people wear purple. And
Purple Rain? Because rain,
R-E-I-G-N.
R-E-I-G-N. Yeah.
Yeah, but the song, the lyrics don't really.
Maybe not the Prince himself wasn't saying it, but the people say that the word purple rain is because the royalties only wear purple.
Dig into lyrics, and I'm like, what am I
And it's
missing?
not just raining like rain. It's rain like have dominance over like having a rain. So they're like the royals, and even like 7, where Prince sings all 7 and we'll watch them fall. Like some people say, it's like these maybe bloodlines, families, and Nephilim.
I
The
did not know
demiurge.
that.
It's the demiurge. The 7.
I didn't know that, y'all. I'm just learning.
Well, the
Learning as
demiurge
I
is like
go.
stand in the way of love, and we will smoke them all, as if it's multiple things, not one thing. That's the one thing I've heard about the like breakdown of what the 7 could mean. Some people are like, look at it says there's 7 continents, and then some people theorize one of the fallen each got a continent, or like one
Well,
of
and
the
the 7
titans.
deadly sins too, right? Like, so each one I would
Interesting.
assume is affiliated with one of the.
Yeah, purple's my favorite color
7.
too, I would say.
7 is interesting, and then human vibration has the whole thing that purple. Yeah, like Jennifer just said, like purple is an illusion, that it's not a real color.
That's what, my mom was an artist, and that's what she always said. Purple isn't actually a color because supposedly it doesn't show up in nature. I was like,
Yeah, it
doesn't it?
does.
I know.
Does
There's literally a flower named Violet, right?
Yeah. But it's not called purple, is it?
But it's not purple.
That's
What
just
about, what about
French.
purple ringers?
there's purple flowers.
There's
There
purple
are.
eggplant
So I was like,
skin. There's
that doesn't make
purple
sense to me.
carrots. There's purple potatoes.
lavender,
There are purple
Purple.
potatoes. I've seen them.
clematis, purple flowers. But what if they didn't exist? Like the whole idea that I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. I think it's called Pleasureville, maybe, where it's like the world is black and white and color gets introduced one thing at a
Pleasantville,
time.
yeah.
Pleasantville, yeah, Pleasantville, and it gets
She
introduced
was
like
talking
one
about
thing
the
at a
porn
time.
version of the movie.
Yeah, it's
Pleasureland
just
is a
like
place
the
that sells
naked Spider-Man.
RVs.
But and then like or how we like saw in black and white maybe, and that's why they're like there's this whole sect of people that only remember seeing in black and white, and then we saw in kind of a sepia tone, and then colors got added. And then I've seen people even debate it that if we were under some kind of nuclear melt or a comet hit and the world got covered with dust, we might have seen in shade of colors. Like as the sun came through our atmosphere, it might have been hundreds of years that we just saw in this shade of red washed everything. And before these colors got introduced. So I've seen all of these crazy concepts about dreaming in color in the TVs and
I have
stuff.
this plant that's like purple that just like grows, and I mean it grows a lot of it. When I
Yeah.
search the name of it, it's called the Wandering Jew.
Oh, yeah. There's
I'm
purple
just
and
like,
there's
why
white
do I have
variegated one.
wandering
Like,
Jews all around my property?
I love wandering Jews.
Because I was
Abby,
searching
what's
the
your favorite
Wandering
kind
Jew.
of nut?
A Brazil nut.
A
They're
Brazil
high in
nut.
selenium. If that's like the American diet is very lacking in selenium, and if you're tracking your micronutrients, the best way to get it is to eat a Brazil nut.
Thomas, what's another name for a Brazil nut?
I was just thinking my grandpa had a name for those, but I don't want to say it out loud.
We talked about this earlier. We're like, I wonder if Thomas knows.
I have no
It's
idea what
like
you guys are
Thomas has
talking
been
about.
in Florida long enough that he's heard this. We were
I
talking
think they're
about it
called moon
earlier.
crickets, right? No, that's not it.
Are we talking about the pecker checker?
We're talking about toes. It's another form of cannibalism was eating Brazilians' toes.
But if you are lacking, most women, maybe men too, but I don't know enough about your guys' biology. But most women, as we hit these each decade of age, we get like super. All of our micronutrients, we get malnourished and so many different things, and it's things that you've never even heard the name of, like selenium or whatever Abby just said is in Brazilian nuts, that you could take a vitamin every single day, or you could just eat 2 of these.
Or you can just make sure that you're getting your Taco Bell 4th meal.
Well,
And then you get the lettuce that gives you the freaking parasitic shits.
Let's not drag Taco Bell into this.
well, I wanted to bring up the Wandering Jew because, yeah, they grow on my property, but the reason I found out they were called the Wandering Jews because I was searching Wandering Jew. And it was this mystical man, immortal man, whose legend began to spread in Europe in the 13th century. In the legend, a Jew who taunted Jesus on the way to the crucifixion. I never heard of this story. I didn't know this was a thing.
I like to think that before it made its way to your garden, it got kicked out of 109 other gardens first.
Garden
But the
like
way that it
Gethsemane.
spreads, bro, the way that it covers, like, and grows and like multiplies, I understand why it's named that.
The eternal Jew. Maybe you need to start calling your plant a different name.
I don't know. I used to like them. I mean, I like them. Fuck it. I'm not gonna be like that.
He's
That girl.
cursed to walk the earth until the second coming.
Mm-hmm.
That sure sounds like Cain.
Mm-hmm. Or
He is the
somebody.
doorman at the estate of Pontius Pilate.
Said to be a shoemaker and tradesman.
Well, good thing if he's wandering. He needs good shoes. I have a question that when does this plant bloom year round, or does it go dormant for a period of time and then it comes back on a certain date? That might
like
be considered a second
houseplants.
coming.
Like you can grow them as houseplants too. So I've never
Like
seen
this
them.
is how much they infest. Like they grow like everywhere. Like everywhere.
Some of these pictures, though, I'm going to pull this one up just for, I'm like, whoa.
I don't know
It
who
it
planted
seems
these.
like definitely a Jew on a mission. Like that's what I would call this plant, is the Jew on a mission. Because look at this guy. He is coming to vine up your garden.
Whoa, look how they drew them.
Is that Shel Silverstein?
Well, where the sidewalk ends is where the wandering Jew takes over.
Construction never ends. It's a whole season in Minnesota.
So you know how the Taylor Farms like lettuce thing was happening with like Taco Bell and
Chris.
everything?
Yeah,
Like
Integrity
the other
Farms.
night, like we got a salad kit. I gotta show you guys this video. It's kind of funny. Hold on.
Dude, the number one thing that you should avoid are the mixed bag lettuces. Lettuce is the worst.
You'd say it's a mixed bag.
Okay, wait, Abby, I'm going to blow up the whole screen. Boom.
So we were like questioning whether or not we should actually eat this, and then like the dressing.
So
What is it,
just
blue cheese dressing?
sour
No, it was
cream.
supposed to be Caesar.
Oh,
It was
Because
that
they were
was
like, okay,
thick.
well, it's supposed to be it's not supposed to be the romaine lettuce. It's just supposed to be the iceberg. But then we put the dressing in the bowl. We're like,
What
no,
the
just
fuck?
throw it away.
Yeah. Non-edible.
Yeah.
I don't really want my lettuce shipped in from somewhere. Like,
No, I know.
I'm
like
okay
growing
getting it from my veggie stand, like local. I don't really know what's in your water in Indiana or in India. I'm good with just my local town's lettuce. It seems like whatever water's in it, my body might be already used to.
That's,
But the problem is that everyone's lettuce comes from either California or
Mexico.
New Mexico, right?
No,
Mesa or
actual-
something.
a
The
lot of them
only
come
two
from actual
places that,
Mexico.
especially
And
if it's
supposedly Mexico
romaine.
uses human fertilizer, so you know.
Oh yeah, I want to
people
eat human shit instead of cow shit. It's better.
Yeah.
Probably most of the grocery stores.
There's a huge, by the way, Florida, there's a huge recall right now through all of Publix for all of their organic frozen berries. Apparently they have a similar like E. coli outbreak for the exact same reason, by the way. Blueberries and strawberries and all berries.
I hope you guys bought your Taco Bell stock. Get it ready. Because food is going to be
Philo.
like toxic at one point where you can't eat it anymore because it's making everybody sick at this point.
I think it's
So-
all a psyop. I think it's
That's
the
the whole
same. I think
point.
they want you to get rid of all of it. They want you to be scared of every single thing you
Well,
eat. And the
that's
same.
what-
go
I just
on.
felt like the same thing with the stock market with the lettuce. I was like, it's time to fucking buy lettuce stock because everybody's like throwing away their lettuce, but you know, like buy low,
It's going
sell
to go
high.
back up.
It's
Mhm.
exactly trading places, Abby. You saying stock market is them getting, and if anyone's seen the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, and it's like an old 80s movie, but it's by a guy named Aaron Russo. So if you know who Alex Jones is, and if you're studied up on Alex Jones, one of the first things he ever did was do an all-tell deathbed interview with Alan Russo, where he is one of the first people people that all these conspiracies that everyone run on is from this guy's sit down interview, that he's like, this is how the elite work. And this movie is how everything's contingent on this one little inside intel of Florida orange juice. And the whole entire stock market, like shorting it and them having this play is them screwing over this whole banking system. That's like this homeless guy taking down Rockefeller with just knowing this little side of intel. So it's like even this thing, like we have this run, our bank, all our backers, all of our things are all set on this lettuce coming out this summer because everyone's going to be excited. And then somebody just needs to put a shitty news story in literally, and our stock tanks like overnight, and all of our business and all of our shorts are screwed. You know, the longing and shorting of the stocks are screwed, or any other company that they are shorting the stock on purpose. It behooves them to put out bad information.
Oh yeah.
This is why shorting the stock market's so crazy as a thing, because then we're just playing with propaganda, and it's the same as somebody going on crypto and being like, oh my gosh, Jimothy, and then the crypto coin pumps. That's the exact same thing all the stocks have always been doing to us. I think people are just becoming privy to it because we're learning about crypto.
Yeah.
But this is the exact same thing all the newspapers have always been doing. Like,
That's what I was trying to
eggs.
say. Like, this is their plan. They force feed the fear. People are going to stop eating. They're going to create their printed bullshit. This is good for you, and this is what you're going to stick to, while everybody on the other side is going to wonder where all the cows and all the sheep and and they're going to start eating their rats and mice underground and, Demolition Man.
Do you think
Oh,
lettuce is the
interesting show.
easiest, like if you were a mad scientist, if you were Bill Gates and it was easy for you to put together some brown concoction and convince people it was beef. Do you think lettuce would be the easiest 3D printed vegetable? That would be an easy one to start with? Like, it seems like it lacks nutrients. It's just the shape
Probably.
of water. It's the shape of water. It's the lady in the water.
I think they
lettuce.
can, because it's a different structure. Because like lettuce is like, technically, if you want to get technical, I just found this out. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but vegetables are not real. They're all fruits, and then you have stems, and then you have your leaves, and then you have your roots. And there's different ways, I guess, to print it. So with the leaves, there's a different method to print it, and the fruit, there's different mechanics and different aspects to it. And meat is probably a different structure, different way of printing. So I think it's all going to go that way, to the point where in Fifth Element, put the thing in, open, chicken.
There is a high echo. Do you hear it?
Yeah, I do.
Is it coming through me?
It
I have
could be
no
you.
idea.
I don't know, but I do know sometimes on ways that sound will be correct for all man voices, lady voices will fuck it up with an echo. It like hits a high that the computer is not comfortable going back and forth with.
It's still there? No.
It's good. Now you have nothing to say, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah. So
Multipass.
yeah, I do think like the 3D, they want to put that, because I saw something about eggs this week and Thomas said berries and then this lettuce. And it's just like they slowly, like any of these end time books that you read, that they're like, this is what will happen. It won't all be overnight. You'll just slowly notice there's a lime shortage. And then there's a tomato shortage, and then there's an egg shortage, and then there's a toilet paper. It won't all be at once. It'll be things that are slowly taken from you, that it starts to get hard to find tomatoes at the store. It starts to, like, eggs get expensive. So I'm going to grow my own tomatoes. I'm going to have my own chickens. Like, it will happen in a slow boil. Then they'll just be like, the
Like,
grocery
I'm
store's
going to eat
closed.
food that comes from dirt. That's disgusting.
Ew, look at you fucking peasant. Like, how could you eat off of that? Like, get with the program. Like, do you not see the trends? Like, this is the trend. Peptide.
It's Chinatown and water wars. Have you seen the stories coming out of Minneapolis, St. Paul, talking about the water hacks that have been happening? Apparently, they have these internet-facing programmable logic controllers. They call them PLCs. So basically, you have your most important water facilities online somehow that could be accessed by other countries. Apparently, this is still allowed. But then they're like, well, who could have done this? And like, they sound similar to Iranian affiliated hackers. Like maybe this is Iran hacking Minnesota water supply is kind of an interesting thing.
Huh.
Well, that's where I watch everything now, and everything is so far off of what it seems now that you will be like, I think Iran's hacking the water supply, and someone will say, hater, it's not Iran, it's China, and someone will say, whatever, it's not China, it's Israel. And it's like the idea of you even be like, I think somebody's hacking the water supply gets lost in the sauce of us arguing about who the end time villain is.
Right.
You know where it's going? It's
But I
going
hear
underground in the
that's what I
underground
keep hearing.
facilities. That's where it's going. It's no water for you guys up here. We're going down there. You guys fend for yourselves. We have a different lifestyle now. God knows what they created down
Do you
there.
remember, like, maybe this is, I feel like it was still during Trump's presidency, but before Biden, that summer maybe, but I feel like we were in lockdowns and we all got this information that like $21 trillion was diverted to build this super bunker. And then we never heard about it again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember this? Or am
I
I
do.
crazy?
No, you're not crazy. And there was this guy who had
And it was a
actual
real
footage.
story. It wasn't a conspiracy story. It was like on Newsweek and shit, where they were like, normal newspapers were like, bunker.
Well, there was a bunch of them in like New Zealand. A bunch of people were getting done too.
I mean, wasn't there a video of this guy driving through it with his truck and showing the different levels and like going in there and seeing how large this fucking place is? Anything you can think of, they have there. Like every Starbucks, anything you could think of, probably even DZ Discovery Zone exists there. Like, anything you could think of. And I think they need the water to supply everything. This is just a conspiracy. If I'm not on that timeline, but this is what I've heard. This is what people are saying because they have seen like these lakes and rivers like literally be sunken, like something from underneath, like literally a hole just burst from underneath and that water just like escapes somewhere else. We've talked about this on the show of like how they reroute rivers, how they reroute streams, ponds. We've talked about this before. Lakes, how they created lakes. We've talked about it. Dams, how they control everything with the dam systems. Why?
Oh, did that ever come up?
I
for
wonder
you guys
those are
or no?
markers.
I feel like my
Dams.
computer's. This app's so glitchy at Restream. Damn it. I need to rate them.
I wonder-
Actually, like StreamYard's stepping up.
I wonder if
Restream's
dams
slow.
are somehow connected in this like underground facility systems.
Or creating energy.
Well, yes, and like somehow a way to get into that system, not just like the way that they show us, but another way in.
Like the fun way, the water slide way.
I don't know, like another like
Well,
through
no,
tunnels.
like what Layla's saying makes sense to me because the dams sometimes connect waterways that used to be towns that if they flood them and they can use these big caverns as like submarine entrances and stuff to these deep underground military bases, it even gives them depressurizing places where there might be dry land above the actual.
So they build a dam in an area where they're rerouting water so that they could build underground and then reinforce everything.
Yeah, because a lot of these dams are built around mountain structures, and a lot of these mountain structures are supposedly old trees that have huge water sources, basins, water basins. I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me, like that. It would be like a way to enter.
Also do all this construction to reinforce these entrances and build the military bases without them, like all the people that talk about the Denver airport or the Hoover Dam, how much time it took and how there's no way the concrete could have really been even dry in the time. And for the amount they say they poured, it would still be drying to this day. What if the amount of concrete they poured wasn't necessarily in the dam, but we don't have any way to measure how much concrete's actually in the dam? So then it's like the Denver airport where they're like the amount of dirt that they dug makes no sense. Like the piles of dirt make no sense to how big the Denver airport is. And this is where the theory first came from, that it had all these levels further underground. And so in that way, it could be big covers for other, like, how do you get a bunch of trucks and men into an area?
Yeah, like how much dirt could a Denver dozer dug if a Denver dozer could dug dirt?
It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson with like, well, it had that much gas in it. That's how I know it went around the moon. Like, where did that dirt
Burning
come
fuel
from?
rates. Yeah, we can calculate that, sure.
But back before they took everything offline, and whether it was a psyop or not with Alex Jones' Q Flat Earth, where it was like these things come offline, there used to be, just putting in Google, you could put in deep underground military base in your Google search bar. And the amount of, I didn't think when we had to save stuff off the internet, I didn't think it was everything. But there was a time that you could just put in DUMB's deep underground military base, and the amount of information and actual real images that everything wasn't CGI and fake, where it was like, here's a submarine going in this cave and the cave opens up to this big area and here's a bunch of men walking around. It was like a well-known thing where they're like, no, everyone on the earth knew this at one time, that there was these caverns and caves and places. It almost seemed like common knowledge. Like you see old pictures of people with enormous trees and we're like, no way, that's got to be a fake tree. And it's like, old people used to be cozy with these big trees. Like, I don't know. Dumbs are definitely one that
I think a similar thing about the Denver International Airport, since you mentioned Denver, because old, like early 90s internet had the original Denver airport mural, and then there was like a paint over where they like repainted over it, and then like 10 years after that is when they started doing the cheeky like pardon our dust, and with like the little lizard people and stuff. So now there's like 3 different generations of people that think they know what's weird at the Denver airport. So it's like, are you on like the Masonic plaque level? Are you on the original Nazi sticking the sword up the little Native American girl's, ass level with like the little like the coffin scene where she's like dead and people are like crying in like a big pattern, or the new updated version?
Do you know about the dead guy from Lucifer? Are you all the way there?
Like this, I believe, is the new version. The old one, there was a lot more dead people. There was like a girl, like a dead girl in a coffin.
Is there purple on that rainbow up there?
Yeah.
Interesting. We keep talking rainbows.
Let me see. I'll pull up the other one because I know what you're talking about too, with like the guy with the big sword.
This might be a different wall too.
Oh, it could be, because now that I'm pulling up the other one where I'm like, oh, yep, that's a whole different picture. Let me see.
We're under a rainbow of peace. Are these the no-hide laws?
With that scary ass figure. Who do they look like?
Gas mask.
No, the uniform.
What about if the gas mask is what they look like, and that's why they make us try to wear a gas
Let
mask?
me search a particular army, what their colors are.
A particular army.
The emblem on the hat there might be.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's the same olive green, but that's mainly all.
Is Summer, are you there?
What does that thing look like?
She may or may not be there. I was
Summer.
going to tell her Summer always knows something crazy going on in the world. I was going to be like, Summer, what did we miss this week besides Fauci's diary?
What airport was that called again? The
Denver?
Denver airport.
Denver International.
Arabian sword. Thank you. I wanted to be racist.
Is that the man that's hacking
Saudi
Minnesota's
Arabian
water?
sword. A locust army. I don't know. I think Minnesota, in my conspiracy head doesn't get enough
Oh,
shine
it
for
is
apparently how
it
important
is so
it is.
bizarre. And there's a story now about St. Paul, Democrat mayor. She's a woman. She is Hmong. Her last name is Her, Kaoli Her, who is now under sexual harassment investigation involving police chief Axel Henry because there was a group chat in which she mentions a good wienering that they're having to talk about now.
A wienering? Oh, like,
Wienering.
yeah,
Like
okay.
like a dickening.
Yep.
A dick down?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit of a dick
Yeah,
down,
this
Charles
is
Thomas?
St. Paul.
I
Yeah,
heard
St.
dick
Paul.
down and my head went, what?
A little Charles Dickinson.
So that's somehow in the Tesseract.
Shit.
I just think Minnesota, I think the George Floyd, I think the Elon Omar, I think the more we keep finding out about, I just think in the storyboard, it is a more pivotal piece of the puzzle of America than anyone. Everybody's like, LA, New York, let's pay attention to this. But I'm like, I feel like we need Tim Walz. The amount of main characters on the main stage that come out of Minnesota, I'm like, we need to pay attention. We need to keep one Horus eye open on Minnesota.
You got to be careful with that wienering because what comes after wienering is usually frazzling. And if you don't like the wienering, you're definitely not going to like the frazzling.
You won't like being frazzled. What do you guys think about the conspiracy that Mother Teresa's Dr. Fauci's mom?
I mean, they look a lot alike, but how is it possible?
They both also believed that you could only get the salvation through suffering.
Do you think it's one and the same person and it's a vampire?
I don't know why it would have to be. Like, I think it could just be his mom. And there's pictures of them together. And Mother Teresa toured everywhere. And she was allowed to probably go places that everybody wasn't allowed to get to and talk to people everybody wasn't allowed to talk to and get away with maybe, I don't know, not having her private plane or private train searched by what she was up to. She probably could walk into any village and say she was up to whatever. And so I think she could be part of a global genocide if Dr. Fauci's part
They
of
look
one.
like literal copies of each other.
Let's pull them up and stare at them next to each other.
It's just weird. It's like mother and son, or like, are they like the first clone test subject? That's even a better
But it's
conspiracy.
like Barbara Bush too. Like where you see that, I mean, she could be a dude.
Hey,
She is an ugly bitch. Like she is an ugly person.
dude.
People hear this about Mother Teresa, some people, and they're like she's an ugly bitch. She is a very ugly person.
I would punch Mother Teresa in the face if she were here right now.
I would kick her right in her. Wait, here's the picture that she could be a little dude. She could be Mother Teresa could be Geronimo.
I don't know. It's just wild.
I mean, Mother Teresa could be completely fake and cut out AI. I don't know anything anymore. That picture could be so fake. They could just be like, Dr. Fauci, stand in front of that green screen.
I don't know.
Their garb's interesting. Look at this sad woman or man. This just looks like a group
I
of
mean,
men.
I hear different stories about her. I hear the whole trafficking part about her and helping the elite with that, and so many stories, so many. But then I hear the really good things about her, and I'm just like, was it all for show though? Like, she was such a superstar. You don't become a superstar for no fucking reason. They
Well, if
could
you've got
care
the backing
less.
of the freaking Vatican,
Tom Hanks.
if you've got
Yeah.
the backing of the Vatican, they can make almost anyone a superstar.
Thank you. It's like, but for why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be somebody, do something so extreme for you to like be able to reach that level of success to be put on the public screen like that.
What about if you help sell textbooks to schools for Robert Maxwell? Not just vaccines? What about if you're like Oprah, but of religion, and you get a textbook, and you get a Bible, and you get a vaccine?
Do they make the flag of a country using that same blue and white fabric that they're wrapping their heads with?
I know, that's what I was thinking. It looks just like
I don't know. I've seen a lot of
certain
old
flag
ladies
that Britney
look like
Spears
this.
had
Is
on
it a
her.
prayer shawl of some kind?
Oh, look at
Interesting.
Just some colors. Just looking at color swatches tonight.
Let's open up this picture.
The web of
So she'd be a lot of
influence. Does she know John? John of God?
I know, that's what I was wondering too. She is an uggo though, boy.
I don't know why I'm seeing these pictures. It's reminding me of the blue and black dress or white and gold with the stripes and the color scheme. Is that somehow
what
tied to
color is
each
it?
other? Because that was a complete psyop on itself. Or I'm just weird. Hello, weirdo.
I mean, but it
here.
also wouldn't be hard for her to be just an angel and Robert Maxwell being like, I want to get my picture with Mother Teresa.
How interesting. Alan just sent me something about this whole angel thing in the 90s.
What?
It's like a breakdown of all these movies that came out in the 90s about angels and angels here on earth and capturing angels.
Yeah,
What a beautiful sharing. The angel people giving them.
I don't want to get a spell put on us. Let me turn that
What
off.
language does she speak most often?
Well, there's a whole thing with Albanians saying that she was born in Skopje, Macedonia, where I was born. And there's talks of her being Albanian. You can search this. But then there's people who are like, no, she's not Albanian, who are Albanians saying this. She's from Pakistan because when she was buried, she didn't have the Albanian flag up. She had, I think, a Pakistani or Indian or something like that. But that's where she was born. She was born in Skopje, Macedonia. My dad pointed out her house when I was there. The only time I was there, I was like, oh, it was like a little shack.
Well, now I like her even less.
Oh, why? Because she's from Macedonia.
Yeah, I thought she was Italian.
Oh no.
She's got the nose of an Italian.
No, she was born in Macedonia.
She's probably Marina Abramovich's mom too.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike Macedonia. I just thought that if she was Italian, that at least that she earned the right to have that nose.
No, I believe, yeah. There's a whole fucking debate online with all these Albanians overseas about Mother Teresa.
Like, do they want her, or they're like, we don't want her? Like, we're
There's
not claiming her.
split. Oh my God, Albanians are dividing now. So it's Muslim Albanians and Christian and Catholic Albanians. And then I'm like, no offense, you Muslim Albanians don't even want to call yourself Albanian. So you're not Albanian in my eyes. You're more Arab. So I'm going to stick with my people. Albanian. I'm not Arab, so I don't want to tie myself to any of that. You know what I'm saying?
What would be the difference, layman, of just Middle Eastern and Arab? Are all Arabs Middle Eastern, but all Middle Easterns aren't Arab?
Well, it's weird. It's all bloodline. I know that we all come from a certain place, because Indo-European, some part, I forgot what it's called. Is it Anatolia? Anatolian? Is that I forgot. There's a whole history on it, a whole bloodline on it.
Illyrian?
Well, before that, before Illyrians, this is the beginning of time, and where the whole Indo-European nation was formed and the people were formed, and it comes from almost you get out of Macedonia and you're going into Turkey in that region, so it's around that area, and I forgot what that area was called, pre everything. So there's that from where we all came from, and then it kind of spread out. And then we're like a mixture with the Vikings and the original Slavs and us. So there's the 3 groups there. And then it's all like mixtures and bloodlines. Very.
Shout out to Emily Moyer.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Legend in
Hell
the
yeah.
house. All the good energy to Emily Moyer. Maybe her ears were burning because I think we were talking about her last week. And I think Burning Man said something when I was manoring at the beginning rant. And Burning Man is my, like if I was Teresa Caputo and I'm like, I can't explain when I think of horses, it either means a horse or New Jersey. I can't explain, but when I think of Burning Man, it either means I'm Bernie Man or Emily Moyer. And I think it's because of a clay tennis thing that we've talked about once, but it's like in my filter. So I conjured Emily Moyer. So shout out.
I would have so gone to Burning Man when it first like started. Like when it first came out, I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like it would have probably been so dope back then. But now, after everything, no, absolutely not. Because it wasn't like that in the beginning or where they had catastrophes happening and like it was a little
Well,
different.
it kind of always was. Like, it was always like a Wicker Man ritual by the Cacophony Society, and it just kind of got bigger and bigger. And then the guy that started it in like his Fight Clubness, he like had this idea of how he saw society, and he really thought they could take over society. A weird part with Burning Man to me, when all the kind of there's chaos every year, and that's part of what they wanted about being out on the playa was like having this bit of like wild involved in every day. But a weird thing when these crazy things that we start seeing happening, that's almost bad press for Burning Man. Elon Musk's brother Kindle comes into the Burning Man society that it is. And it's all these people that kind of came up around the original guy and the original ethics and the original building of it. And then Kimball Musk comes in and he kind of sits at the board the first time. It's all filmed. And you can see him trying to do a coup d'etat on the Burning Man society. He wants to take it over. And so the year during COVID, there was a time that they're like, we're not going to put it on this year. He kind of pushes for them to do Burning Man without the corporate Burning Man. And the reason the corporate Burning Man's there is they're like, being out on the desert like that, it takes so much planning to do it safely with that many people. And so that's why they're there, because the original guy who did it and all his thing, blah, blah, blah. But you can see all these meetings of Kimball Musk and how he wanted to take it over. And even when they didn't do the burn, so the 1 year, they don't have the real burn out there. The people that are the Burning Man, people that are built the original Burning Man, they go off location because they still do the ritual. They just do it on TV, and it becomes like the first thing people watch in virtual glasses. So all these people get virtual glasses. They do like a solo burn that's off this. Kimball Musk gets a whole bunch of drones to make the Burning Man out of drones and then burn it down digitally in the same spot that they do the Burning Man every year. So it is so crazy. There is a documentary out right now. I wish I remembered where it was. I wanted to say Paramount Plus, and it's on Burning Man. It's a few parts long. They do, for people, especially if they're in like our conspiracy esoteric world, the amount of stuff they give you for you to look into off of it is so interesting. I think it's really well done, and everybody should check it out. But anyways, look at Burning Man, Emily Moyer. But there's something about it, Layla. There's a little bit of anarchy and lack of money thing that, like, I get the wild about the concept.
Yeah, like in the beginning, it was cool because they didn't really have to face like a lot of that weather shit like they do now because of all the weather manipulation. It wasn't as harsh then than it is now. So, I mean, that's why I wouldn't go to one now, because I did want to when I was younger. Like, oh my God.
It's really similar if you look at the origin of Bohemian Grove, where Bohemian Grove originally was because all of the artists were sick of working for the corporate owners and like doing the front of the buildings and all that. So they would every year they would go into this retreat and they would just make art that they wanted to make, you know, among their friends. And then they ran out of money, and then they had to invite one of their corporate sponsors. in order to fund it so they could do it another year. And the corporate sponsor loved it so much, he went and told all of his other capitalist corporate sponsor buddies, and they basically did the same thing. They did a coup d'etat, and they basically took over. They just bought it. They were like, oh, nice little club you got there. We own the land now. So, like, when will you be leaving and moving all of your little hobo camp stuff so that we can, like, set up a proper camp here?
So they can burn an effigy in peace. Or for peace.
Well, I guess the Burning Man equivalent of that, of Bohemian Grove, is that it was like the tech giants that basically did the exact same thing, right? In Bohemian Grove, it was like the capitalists and the business owners. Burning Man, it was like, you know, the Musks and I don't want to say Bill Gates. I think Bill Gates might be the one that supplies the mosquitoes of Burning Man, but I don't think he actually goes to Burning Man.
Was that the Hakuna Matata for white guys? Where they do the cremation of care?
It is interesting, too, because the people that run, like, the Burning Man Society are buying up the town around Black Rock City. So they're, like, slowly buying these, like, tens and hundreds of acres and restaurants, and they're becoming the Dave Chappelle of the surrounding area. But I think it's yarmulke looking.
Y'all, is it true? Did you guys hear about it, since we're talking about landscapes and shit? About this doorway they found in Kentucky on the side of a mountain is like huge.
A portal?
It's like a door, a huge rock door. It's where exactly? Let me see where. Or was it
Massive
Turkey?
doorway discovered in Kentucky.
Or was it Turkey?
Let me see. I think it says Kentucky. I'm pulling up an Instagram thing right now. I'm pausing it and seeing what happens. Pink.
That's where I saw it. It was Instagram. Or is it?
I feel like this guy does okay, reputable videos. He's not the fittest.
Yeah, this is the guy I was looking at. I don't know if it's Kentucky or Turkey.
In Kentucky, in the high mountains of Kentucky. Look at it there. No one has ever known about this. There were 3 average citizen hikers that randomly stumbled upon it. They went back down and alerted authorities, and it put Silas into a tizzy because they immediately flew airplanes over it to map it out. Then they sent in a Dr. Remy Deemy, and he said the first thing that he did was to go in that like hollow pocket on the side of the door and go back. And he says he was astonished to find Egyptian hieroglyphicers. He said it was like a refracted or
I don't think
it
it's Kentucky,
but it was.
but I think
Go
the
back to the
comments
Tepe. Yeah.
says it's in a place in Turkey. So I
Good
think
job,
it's Turkey.
dude. You got us.
Well, I didn't know there was a door in Turkey, but
Turkey
okay,
door.
cool. It's not Kentucky.
Turkey door. Kentucky probably is Turkey at this point. I don't even know anymore. What is real? Anything else fun and exciting go on this week in the simulacrum of our
Yeah, I
reality?
got a
don't think
notification about a new movie about like weaving baskets or wicker baskets.
I saw that.
Alexander Skarsgård's nipples made out of wicker.
Kind of fucking interesting. And I'm just like, what are they trying to push here? It's a little raunchy.
A wicker husband.
Yeah.
Wicker husband. We're going to watch it right now. I'm going to pull it up. And so you guys know the drill. If for whatever reason, is it called Wicker?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, they did
Peter
a good
Dinklage is
job
in it.
making the character. I will say that.
There's jokes about weaving a perfect partner. Her wicker
Literally.
husband. Yeah.
And then the other women being like, man, I see why she would jump it's wicker.
She's a fisherwoman.
I'm going to try to make it small enough so that we don't get pulled down and it fits in whatever commentary rule that YouTube allows. But whatever reason, if you check this out later and there's a missing segment, it's because we are going to watch this preview for Wicker Nipples.
Wicker Nichols.
237.
It's actually very interesting.
Black bear.
Today's catch.
Fish.
You needn't yell. We can smell you coming.
Lick my worm.
So then, fisherwoman, you caught yourself a lover yet? Love seems more a burden than a prize.
Sorry.
There's my mum. There's absolutely no shame in living out your remaining days alone.
I'll marry ya.
Oh,
I want you to make me a
I just like
husband.
that lady as an actress.
be at the chapel in a month.
Good.
Feels like she's on Black Mirror episodes.
Is that Rumpelstiltskin?
I am here to marry you.
What's that?
This is my husband.
I heard that he's strong as a tree and just as hard.
He's Wicker. Straighten me right out.
You are the reason I live and breathe.
It's not natural. Men are not like that.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Well, Red Band.
You know, you've made
The
quite an
voice of
impression.
Stars
The
Guard.
wives, they're all aflutter.
I don't blame her. I'd climb that.
He was just in that weird leather movie.
I don't blame her. I'd climb
You've become quite bold, haven't you, Fisherman?
He has his days, I have mine, and we have our nights.
Is someone being murdered?
Let's dig in.
I'll be fixing the bed this afternoon. It broke again.
You've got some sort of scheme going with the natural world, haven't you?
Mother Nature provides, I merely augment.
Oh, it's a Wicca movie, isn't it?
Oh, look at them just.
I'd
selling
watch it.
Robots for sex.
I used to have there was a lot of
I'd watch
Wickers
it.
in my high school.
Let me look, Max.
Underwater basket weaving.
I think that
I already know how that's gonna
this
end.
movie, it's just
gonna
the
burn him?
same-
Yep, a
Yeah.
fire. It has to be a Wicker
It's,
Man.
it's like the same
It's an
movie we've
effigy.
already seen where it's like a guy that gets like a sex bot in like the future. This is just the female version of that, but it has to happen in like the 1700s, the 1800s for like women to be interested in the
And
same
it has
thing.
to be natural because the robot's too dirty.
Right, but it's
so
like
they're
the
like,
same
Wicker,
thing. It's the same freaking story.
iron would hurt too much. Like, how many materials do you think the writer went through before they settled on Wicker, or was it always going to be a Wicker burning of a
The
Wicker
first one
Man, and they just
was an
wanted a
ivy,
new
yeah.
telling?
I want to see what it means for real, for real.
Cotton Man would just fall to the floor. Like, it needs some kind of stability, but it can't be too hard. Like Steel Man, people are arguing with him all the time. It's like too much.
Mercury Man.
Yeah, Mercury Man. Just everybody's dead too soon. Like Wicker Man, but you know he's gonna burn, and there's somewhere gonna be like a fire effigy about it.
To bend, to wind. Yeah, to bend, to wind.
What wick?
Yeah.
Because it'd be like candle wick.
It
So it's
says
made
Middle
to
Swedish
burn.
vicar, willow branch,
Is it a,
progermatic,
is it a
wick.
bodice ripper? It's meant to be hot and steamy.
Yeah, to move, to turn, to bend. Wicken, to give way, yield. To bend, to wind. The notion is of pliant twigs. Yeah.
Oh right, like Wiccan is to bend nature like to your own will.
Like a wick in a candle, you know, it's like twirled and bent up, but it's made to burn. So even wicker, it seems like somebody put the wicker chairs from the 90s that like your mom or grandma had, and then it's like, oh, is that some kind of like it's made in this big royal.
She got them from like the Cracker Barrel gift shop.
Yeah, that's Cracker Barrel Wicker Man.
He smells like cinnamon.
It's like your grandma in a chair eating cinnamon.
Very interesting. I'd watch it just to watch it because
I just watched a movie with him,
Movies like
and
that.
I did not know what I was getting
Skarsgård.
into. And he was like a leather biker in Europe, and it was like a dominant It was like I never seen 50 Shades of Grey, but what I gather that I felt like it was a gay man version of 50 Shades of Grey.
What was
And
the
I
gay
was
man
not
version of that?
50 Shades of Gay.
this. Yeah, 50 Shades of Gay with Alex Skarsgård. I don't know. He played like a leather daddy in it.
Oh, Pillion?
Pillion. That's what it was. And it really wasn't about him being like, okay, he's a gay guy, leather gay guy. And then like his outfits were a bit too much. And then everyone he hung out with was like a gay guy from that one band that had a lead singer that had the shaved head. Scorpions. Was it Scorpions that the guy had the shaved head and he was a gay guy? No, maybe it was a different band. It was like everybody in this gay group looked like that except Alex Skarsgård didn't have a shaved head. And then the one guy, Alex Skarsgård, you're like, even in a gay world, straight world, lesbian, I don't buy that he would be attracted to him. Like, and so then even part of the movie, I was like, I bet the guy who's hooking up with Alex Skarsgård is the director. Or the writer, like he wrote himself into the movie, and he's like, and you know who I see on top of me, but it was just a strange movie about like submissive and dominant.
You know which one I like? Secretary. Hands down, one of my favorite like kinky movies.
It's similar.
This
is
fucking
similar
love
to that.
That movie. I don't know why I love it. I just do. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's good.
I'm just on both those people. Neither of them turn me on. Like Maggie Gyllenhaal, and the not cute, like the other.
I think
Kevin
he's
Bacon.
really cute.
What's his
the
name?
one that played in The Secretary, whatever his name is. I forgot his name.
He's like an 80s actor, and he's in Stargate.
Yeah, I think he's so cute.
Not into him. I can't think of him. Someone will name it or not. What else has happened in the world?
What else?
I feel like everyone's filled
James
in.
Spader.
James
who was
Spader.
in
Yeah,
Stargate, and we just saw that they discovered a Stargate in maybe Kentucky or maybe Turkey.
Turkey. Yeah. And Dr. Lemmy Lammy squeezed in on the side. Oh, jerk off. That's how I'm surprised there isn't more conspiracy. This is why some things I'm like, is this person being for real or are we being trolled now?
That's so sad that we've come to that place. Is this real? It's not real. Is it real? It's not real.
It's a more fun place to be in.
Yeah,
to be skeptical of everything.
I almost feel like we should have been like this the whole time, and now we're like a little behind the ball because now people are only questioning if it's real because they've been tricked so many times. But like you should have been questioning that before you even got tricked the first time.
Yes.
To what degree is this event actual, factual, and representative of consensus reality? So we have to measure
and then I
it
have
now.
like a moment of, does this matter in my life at all? Like, what level does this actually matter?
Oprah matters.
I don't.
Her school for girls matters. We need female leadership.
In like 97, I'm going to make up a year. I think it was like 97 or 98 or something, but there was a Reader's Digest. That was a little one that went in the bathroom, right? But it was the cover, and it had O.J. Simpson wearing pink bunny slippers, and someone had like done it in this new thing that's taking the world by storm called Photoshop. And it was like, you're never going to be able to believe anything that you ever see again. But they were wrong because people kept believing things that they saw without questioning it, despite all of that.
They were really wrong.
Airbrush photos before never quite were explained to people.
But this was supposed to be like it's in color, it's in high definition. Like you'll never be able to tell.
And now Adobe might be done. People have turned against them. They've gone to software as a service, and they had a post on Threads asking, what change would you make or something. Everybody basically said, we want to pay for it once and own it forever. Like we used to. They took that post down because there was such backlash from people who are just tired of all of Adobe's products. They were once great. They used to create the portable document format Acrobat Reader for, I won't even say the word because now it's altered its meaning entirely. So there's not a whole lot going well for Adobe, but it seems like the cycles are shifting. Things are ending. New things are. Seeds have been planted in the past that are now starting to bloom for new companies, new projects, new world leaders.
Well,
Candace Owens taking over Oprah type of a thing.
Dude, because this is what I'm obsessed with, and you're gonna laugh when I pull it up right now, because it's making me, two things are making me crazy right now. One, when I do any old research of Oprah Winfrey, every single picture I come across, my eyes now are like, this is not real. Like, this is just a head put on a body. Like, I never saw it before, but it was like the entirety of Oprah's whole magazine existence. But then I also started to stare at it, and I'm like, this is Oprah's child. Like, Candace Owens is Oprah's child, and I can't get it out of my head of looking at these old pictures of Oprah. And at first I'm like, Chaney, you're being racist. All black people don't look alike. But then I'm like, no, young Oprah really looks like Candace Owens. And so I want you guys to, like, maybe not, you guys can be like, Chaney, no way. But I'm just like, some of the Oprah pictures of like her nose, how far apart her eyes are set. Like, she just looks so different than the Oprah we know now to be a person.
I mean, that makes sense because she was in what movie? The Color Purple, and purple's not even a real color.
I want to scroll these because some of these pictures, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't even believe that this person is the same person all the way through. It's crazy to me.
Dude, I feel like they keep replacing people over and over and over again or something.
Like when you TV
Well, she's
guide,
always
look at
been
that
she's
TV
always
guide.
been retouched and styled and posed in certain ways. So you believe it's Oprah. It's Oprah, a signature look.
Like, it just becomes this, I don't even know. It's so crazy. Like, are any of them her real body? Maybe this is the real Oprah. Like, this person.
The one in the wicker chair is different body. The head is just pasted onto it.
That looks like...
I mean, where's the neck?
Dude. What is...
The shadow on the face.
So crazy.
Well, my brain is like having an ADHD moment, but it's like tying all this because I'm like, maybe there's many versions of these people and they keep replacing them over and over again. And it's like in the OA, they show, I guess in the second season, like how they can kind of like grow a human by taking, remember that part of the human that
in
goes
vitro
out of the ear?
fertilization, you'd have like Oprah's eggs and
but
who's the father?
But it
Oprah's
also
marriage.
brought me to like the vegetable lamb of Tartary and how like sheep were grown off of like branches, almost like the idea of cotton, apparently. Dude, it's a real fucking thing. If you just search it on Google.
No, I was just meaning Oprah's body in this. Like, just like they've just taken a ton of pictures of her, just her fucking head.
Did they ever have a cover of her smoking crack?
No, but she talks about it. Like, look at that, you guys. That isn't even that head cannot be supported by that neck and body.
Yeah, she's a weird one.
I'm sorry for making you guys obsessed. Oh, look at what is they're even showing
Rosie
us.
O'Donnell.
Look at this.
Oprah to Oprah.
Oprah working out to stepping out. They're even telling us like she's
Oprah's
a clone.
stomach.
Look at that. That does not even look like the same person.
That definitely looks like
they're
Rosie
growing
O'Donnell, though.
them. I think they're growing these things.
That's the real Rosie.
There's all these Nashville connections with like Oprah and Candace. I went down, I was like, don't go down this rabbit hole. You're going to waste your time.
What if they can, dude?
But then I found all these connections and I'm like, oh, the number
Oprah
7.
and Gail, Oprah and a dog.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, look at how long ago we saw Oprah engaged to Stedman. That was not real, you guys. That was a lavender relationship. And then look at, she's like, I'm going to get my best girl her own shtick. Gail King, come on. That's my Kang, Gail Kang. What? Look at this is Oprah.
Oprah's a girl.
Young Oprah.
Oprah.
Okay.
Orpah.
Look at that. How's that even?
The biblical Orpah.
That's color. I swore I'd never let Harpo hit
You
me.
might pronounce it
Sorry.
opera, or it's Harpo in reverse. That's the Marx brother. Marxism.
Okay. We made you guys all do it. Sorry for the audience we lost while we were down the Oprah rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Glad you're back.
Be real interesting if people took Candace Owens' face and face mashed it into old Oprah magazine covers and just posted them online just for fun.
And instead of Oprah, it could just say Owens. Like you could keep the O.
It's not far off.
I think it's good for tagging. And then it could be like, did he army crawl next week on Owens? Like the same way of like.
New diet fad, eating Charlie Kirk.
Dude, I am kind of glad for the
Kirk and Hard
candor and knowledge a little bit of, if you guys don't know about like Owen Benjamin being like, I think they ate Charlie Kirk. He said it in jest a little bit ago, and then he kind of doubled down and was like, well, I mean, if you were to kind of ask me if I think they didn't eat Charlie Kirk, I can't. And he kind of like went with all the thing. What is that?
Kirkin Hard
Kirkin
or
Hard.
Charlie Kirkin?
That's almost a Charlie Kirk and Jerkin. If you make
Church's
pickle
chicken.
company. But yeah, it does seem like they're weird ritualistic stuff that they'd be up to.
Lots of
That
people
it wouldn't
remembering Ellen
surprise
Page
me.
admitted she wore boys' underwear early on in her career. In Jane magazine, Odyssey was released.
Oprah, because it was about to be Project Mockingbird, and it was the fat lady singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was that coming into the story where people are like, when did it start? When did it start? Whenever Oprah got on air. And I would say she has all these Nashville connections, which esoterically and whatever, I could also link to Candace Owens, but she also is big Chicago, where that's where you look at this whole, I mean, if you were to say Hillary Clinton was winning the election until Oprah put the sword on Obama's shoulders, or, you know, like Oprah was the powerhouse. She was probably the most powerful voice in America at one time. Like if it was her favorite thing, your company might completely sell out to such a point that it can't even get a factory to make enough of whatever it is you made if Oprah likes it. So it does seem like she would, if I had to say there was like 5 key factors in the America we know now, in the Mockingbird of it all, I would definitely say Oprah is one of those people. So maybe date wise on the day she first aired and everything, there probably is a huge ritual attached to it. Gail King ritual. Anything else, you guys? Do you have anything fun going on this weeky? Anything to plug this
August
weekend?
1st.
Oh, Rabbit.
Loaf mess.
We're 2 minutes from everybody hitting the time zone, even if you're West Coast. So happy first. It's the first of the month. Wake up, get up.
Llama Day. Maybe that's a big day for large language models, LLMs. We'll see. The AIs are at war with each other, helping each other.
They're the ones hacking the water supply.
I think that's what's going to get blamed. And there's this other thread, this other tangent, this thing about how AI on Grok and Elon Musk is allowing it to create certain images, clothing removal type images of people of any age or gender, whatever. So now they're accusing Elon Musk of allowing creation of certain material, which could create more guardrails on it, this type of thing.
Wait till they see what people can do with a pencil. they're going to be horrified. They're going to be like, we need to get rid of these pencil things immediately.
Yeah, it does seem like we're kind of leaning back into a little bit of a moral panic, satanic panic thing. The band Twin Temple has been outed for being satanic doo-wop. I don't think they're really doo-wop. I don't know that they're really satanic either. They just dress in black and like red and throw blood on people during their concerts.
As one does.
Several major historical events happened on August 1st in history, including the abolition
The Operization Act.
Abolition of slavery. Yeah. Like, oh
Is that
my
the Harriet
Santa,
Tubman?
in the British Empire. The start of Warsaw Uprising.
Hey.
But I thought this one, the launch of MTV.
Yeah, but I was
I'm like,
looking
oh,
at
that's
Colorado officially becoming the 38th state. We talked a lot about Colorado tonight for some reason.
Yeah. And MTV would be the other thing with Oprah that I'd give
81.
Mockingbird. At 12:01, broadcasting its first music video, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Bugles. Germany declared. Anne Frank. Oh my gosh.
Her final diary entry. Okay, well.
Her final diary entry was talking, it was all Dr. Fauci that Thomas brought up earlier on the show tonight
moment.
too. Yeah, that's so crazy. Anne Frank wrote her final diary entry, and the Warsaw Uprising began as Polish resistance fighters fought occupying German forces. So it actually is a Dear Diary
She
date.
pled the fifth when asked about the ink and the pen she used.
Where did your dad get the pen?
Why did your dad, the only Jewish businessman to survive your family, make all this money off this tale? So crazy. So crazy.
Didn't somebody
so
in her
weird
family
that
go
was-
on video like talking about how none of it was real or something like that? That was someone related to
I
her.
think that's actually slander, though. The only reason people ever deny the existence of Anne Frank is because they don't want to believe that she would have been a believer.
Believer in what?
A believer.
Do you think
like a Justin Belieber?
I think
Oh
Justin
my
Bieber.
God, I didn't hear that.
I think Justin Bieber is still collaborating with Marilyn Manson. I think they're still doing prayer meetings
I'm so
with
I don't know,
Kanye.
his new thing is just a guitar in your
Layla.
undies.
Yeah,
I was gonna Lolly B said Nashville's a hub, and that they are gonna get information to us about other fun Nashville stuff, because they have like the Batman building there, and there was the explosion that happened, like the false flag. But an interesting thing, they're one of the places with the glass pyramid, because I think they have the Bass Pro Shop there. But I've been seeing that people are saying the glass pyramids are the ones with the crystal skulls in them.
like the Louvre.
And that's kind of daunting me, because I'm not really a crystal skulls person. I'm not hip to that conspiracy as much, except for it being like
It's the
Indiana
Dan
Jones.
Brownification of all conspiracy thriller novels. Holy Blood, Holy Grail. Tom Hanks, of course, had to take over that series. We're seeing the rising up of the new guard of the kind of the new Hollywood, the new actors. A lot of deaths. We're getting reported. A lot of deaths of people that we grew up watching. So that will continue to increase. And then, the Fauci thing is how many years later? Are we 6 years later into this?
Yeah.
And LeBron to the 7-6 or 6-7.
6-7. 7-6.
LeBron doing this. I just have this theory that 2027 is China's fire goat year. So they are going to take away our goats. So anyone, our Michael Jordans, our if it was a goat of music, if it's somebody, Drake, if it's somebody that ever has been given the GOAT title of anything, if they were the best race car driver, Tiger Woods, like I think we're about to see sacrificial goats go down in 2027. So even LeBron doing one more year is every other goat in basketball is about to lose his record. And so when goats lose their record, sometimes when James is known to take a goat's record, it's a full black mamba. Like that is the ritual that we were all privy to, that we're like, oh, and then LeBron is like, oh, he took this record from Kobe, and then Kobe dies in a helicopter crash.
Didn't
That
that
was
happen with
Oliver
Messi?
Tree. I think Oliver Tree just recently had 2 helicopters collapse.
But no one will ever be as good of a basketball player to die in a helicopter crash as Kobe. So he does get to like hold on to that particular accolade, I believe, for quite a while, right? Best basketball player to die in a helicopter crash.
That Kanye did a commercial about with Nike predicting a helicopter crash is pretty epic in the timeline. It's pretty out there. As far as I have this whole big theory that Kobe was maybe a decent guy, but when the rape allegation happened in, again, Colorado, because since they're on the timeline tonight, when the rape allegation happened in Colorado, that's when he was from that moment
you rape
forward.
one fan and it's all anyone ever wants to talk about.
No, because the allegations all get dropped. And so I think that is the Dave Chappelle moment of you can do this or you can lose everything. You can literally play ball with us and we're going to make all this go away and everyone will forget about it and you can still be one of the greatest of all time, one of the GOATs. Or you can try to fight these allegations and you're going to be a statistic of another black dude that did this. So you can decide in this moment or you can play ball with us from here on out. And that's kind of what I think they're up to.
We can make the wienering go away.
Yeah. Make it all disappear. And then it's settled out of court. And no one remembers however long from now. Every once in a while, your name will get brought up. But overall, we'll make more bots argue it on the internet that you're the GOAT.
This just sounds like wienering extortion.
Yeah. Anthony Wienering. He's one of the best debaters.
Everyone says
it.
A master debater.
No one debates better than Anthony Weiner. They say it's hard to beat Anthony Weiner in a debate. For real, I'm not even kidding. I'm being like serious. Yeah, he's like one of the best people to.
You can try as hard as you can, but you'll never beat the Wiener.
He was too good.
It was too hard. You had to come hard to beat the Wiener.
Slippery little bastard, isn't he?
It probably doesn't even exist. What are y'all talking about?
All right, we are probably
Can leave you with a joke. I sent you a joke. Where do rainbows go when they are bad?
Prison.
It's a light sentence.
That's actually that's actually cute.
You can tell that tomorrow to somebody.
Too.
They'll like
I'll tell it to one of my customers.
Do you guys have anything to plug this week?
I've got
anything
a few
fun
plugs.
you're doing?
I've got first, Chaos Twin is like right about to launch, imminent. I'm just getting the page set up for Sam to approve, and then we're going to launch Chaos Twins. So you can go to chaostwins.com and sign up to be notified when it actually drops. We're going to use the Indiegogo platform like we did for issue 1. The first one sold like close to 1,000 copies, so we're hoping to get at least that much or more for a bunch of newcomers. Also, the Bohemian Grove, I think, is next weekend. So next, I don't know. I'll try to make it next Friday, but it'll be a busy week getting prepared for that. But the Bohemian Grove is coming up, and then I guess related to that is I got my new playset, the first new playset I've done in a minute. I don't know if I've got the right lighting to show it off, but it's the
I'll blow you up.
The Bigfoot podcast playset.
Oh,
So this
dope.
is the newest little Paranoid American playset that I put together. You can see he's got like a little microphone and a laptop, and
Nice.
he's chilling with his mushrooms in the forest.
That's dope.
It's cute.
I think I need to get one for my Lego collection.
Oh my gosh, I have to. No, I'm not even gonna
I'm
bring it up. I
building
still have
Legos,
Legos
yo.
to send you guys.
I have an
I have
addiction.
Legos to give you guys so bad. I have everybody's address. I have no excuses, Kristen. I have no excuses. I have everybody's Legos to send them, including donuts. So, anyways, I just want to say it again. I still have not done that, but it is on my things to do. I really want to make it to Bohemian Grove. Life happens, and somebody dear to me, I have to go to a funeral, like for out of town, to be arranged for everyone, so it's on a date, and so I might not be able to make it, but I am gonna try. Because I've learned it's good to do at appearances. You never say you're not going, or you never say you're getting off air. You just leave. So I am going to try to still make it to Bohemian Grove, but right now it is tentative. But you should definitely go and hang out regardless, because Thomas will 100% be there. And so will Donut, right?
I hope so. I think so. I'm going to find out in the next couple days to see if he's coming or not.
Yeah, but they always, I think, the Nifil and Death Squad puts on such a good, entertaining show, and their audience is good dudes. Like, they're cool to hang out with.
And I guess Owen Benjamin's going to be there now. They didn't have him as a headliner when they first were putting this together. This just developed, I think, over the last month or so. So now he's going to be there, which is a pretty big draw because I don't think he does many shows.
No, I think he only leaves I think the last time he left was only for this show last year. So that he left the Beartaria. But I also think that Toad might be there, and they do a cute duet with their little ukulele and piano. Like, they'll do some kind of, who knows? I don't know. There's always like a couple fun things going on. And I've been watching, and Matt was like, they were wondering if you were going to come back, if you had a good time with Matt. And I was like, Thomas likes hanging out with Matt doing Bible study.
we're right now we're reading, well, he's already read it a million times, but we're doing Genesis next. So we're going to go and we're going to talk about the Nephilim and the tent. The tent is like one of my favorite things. And everything, all the weird stuff that happens.
Does he get into the Greek, like, terminology or understanding, like the Greek translation of it, or no?
Do you guys
get into that?
I guess we'll see. The last time that we met up, we talked. He gave me this book from a sort of fire brimstone Protestant guy. I mentioned the name of it, and Marcus was like, "Oh, I know that. What was it, like Dave Hunt or something like that?" And it was called the Whore of Babylon. But anyways, we talked about that last time, but it wasn't about like specific scripture. It was about this guy's take on how the Vatican is represented in the Book of Revelation. But now we're actually talking Bible, like down to the verses.
And what about the tent, real quick? Like, what's a little preview of that?
It's just a tiny little line that basically says that Ham, one of Noah's sons, Ham, walked into his tent and saw his father naked and drunk. That like Noah got drunk, which is actually a really interesting theme, by the way, that the world floods and then dad gets drunk. That's like constantly, it's in many, many different stories of this Diluvian tale, but like Noah gets drunk, goes into his tent, Ham goes into the tent, sees Noah naked, goes and gets his brothers, and he's like, "Hey, come check this out. Dad's naked." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And they go into the tent backwards, and then they like basically cover their dad. And because Ham not only saw Noah naked, but like was, I guess, ridiculing him and went and tried to get an audience, then he gets his own curse. There's the curse of Cain and there's the curse of Ham. And I believe that it's like all of his descendants are going to be cursed too. But there's so many interpretations, like seeing someone in their nakedness. Apparently there's some old translations that means that he banged Noah's wife, which would have been his mom. So like Ham banged his mom and that's why it was bad. Or that he banged Noah, that seeing him in his nakedness was like knew him biblically. My favorite version is that Ham went into the tent and saw Noah doing magic, and that seeing someone doing magic or talking directly with God would have been a version of seeing them in their nakedness. But either way, it's one of my favorite little like nitpicky parts of the entire Genesis.
Do you guys read it, or do you guys just interpret it?
We've read it independently, but we're just going to be talking about the highlights, I think, and like just interesting little tangents and stuff.
Hearing you describe it in all those ways, it just was reminded, like reading about Aleister Crowley with his like recorder servant pack mule, that like all his stories, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was an interpretation of the thing of like, and it could have meant they had sex, and I'm like, oh, like, huh, that's very Alistair, because it's like a layer of magic for him breaking his own, I don't know, it would have been his dude Solomon in his full nakedness, like vulnerability, like in that state. I don't know. It's crazy. I didn't even think about that with
Why
the
am I
Bible.
thinking of the story of some girls who got their father pregnant and fucked their father and they got pregnant or something like that? Who was that?
Oh, that's also in Genesis.
Yeah, who was that?
It was two daughters. It was an older daughter does it first, and then she talks her younger daughter into doing it. But they do it for just reasons, because they need they don't have like men that are helping them conceive. So it's their way of like perpetuating the family line. I can't remember which book of Genesis it was, but that's
apparently
definitely
that bloodline is the Asian bloodline. From this video that freaking Abbie sent us. Oh my God, this guy was going ham. Like ham on.
This guy was going
Oh
ham.
my God. Dude.
That's what it means now. We're like, whoa.
New
Relax. No one needs to fuck their mom around here.
But it's very interesting, and it's saying your bloodline looks the way it looks because the story of the two daughters getting their father drunk and fucking their own father, and that's why you guys look that way, and everybody got to get out of fucking America. You're all fucking immigrants, and fuck you Arabs, and fuck you Haitians. And he's this black man just calling everybody all out, all by the bloodlines of Noah and all these other. I'm just like, holy shit. And then that story came up, and I thought that's what he was talking about. And I'm like, what story is this then? I didn't know about that.
Isn't there, if I'm so far off, isn't there a story like Bigfoot is the ham relation?
Cain. That Bigfoot is Cain because Cain was cursed to walk the earth forever. And that's why, like, because
is he the wandering Jew?
The wandering Jew.
He's the wandering Jew.
Bigfoot's the wandering Jew.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Look how it ended.
Yeah. This is too much fun. It's because it's 8-1.
He's the wandering Jew.
Holy shit. That'll be what you have to ask Matt. Is he the wandering
The
Jew?
cave paintings they
Intelligence.
find, those hieroglyphics that they found behind the door, those were the diaries of
He
Bigfoot.
seemed like a hairy picture that Chaney pulled up of the wandering Jew. He seemed like a hairy fella. Long hair.
Or hairy
Bigfoot
Mary.
was here and there and everywhere.
Well, that's the other Bigfoot is also in Genesis, which is Esau.
We look and it's like foot interpretation is nose. Sorry, too far. Too far.
I'm going to post this map. This guy talking about the bloodlines, and I think it'll work well with what you guys are researching, because it's all tied to the numbers and the letters that correlate with what tribe of the 12 tribes that all these people spread out into the world. And it's a really fascinating video. I think I sent it to Chaney and Abbie, because when we send it in the group chat to all three, we can't send the video over a minute long. So I'm going to post it and I'll just tag you in it. And I think it'll be useful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's actually really great. It's like really distinct. Like you can fully see it and it correlate with the Bible and what it says. And why people look the way they look, apparently. Which is interesting.
I've seen those too. I've seen of like, these could be the bloodlines and these could be I'm interested by those. Anything going on? Alan Marcus, where are you at this week?
Tuesday nights, alanmarcus.com. Check it out.
So you can go Tuesday days and you can hang out with Donut and Paranoid American. And then Tuesday night, you can go to alanmarcus.com and you can find Alan Marcus on Tuesday. So look at that's like your whole Tuesday. Fool.
It's the day of the uncles.
Day of the unks. It's see unks next Tuesday. What about you, Layla? Anything you want to plug this week?
No, I'm studying to get my real estate license. Yay.
So you can drive houses?
Well, I was offered a job with Hilton, and in order for me to do my job, I need the license. So I want to get the license before I'm pressured, and I want to do it on my own time frame, because when I'm pressured, I can't study correctly. So I'm doing it in my own rhythm and flow, and pass it, and then I'll give them a call, and I'll be plugged in. So I want to get out of this field that I'm in. I don't want to bartend.
Service.
Yeah. I don't want to
New trade. New trade, new tool
Yeah, I
in the
want to wear a
belt.
suit. I want to look cute. You know, I want to travel. I want to do fun things.
Get your nails
yeah.
did.
You know.
Yeah, it is when you are in the service industry. It is hard on your body, hands, like that kind of stuff. You're like, I'm just putting my hair up and I want to look just nice enough to not feel dead. But when you're like in a field of like officing or marketing or those kind of things,
Agreed.
take it to the next level sometimes. You look
Heck
crisp.
yeah.
I call it fresh to death. I'm like, look at me, I'm fresh to death in my
For
fresh
now,
clothes.
save some money and then open my own business.
Yeah. Perf.
That's it.
All right, you guys. We love you so, so much. We're so grateful, as always, that you came to hang out with us. And make sure you turn it down a tad so Juliette Lewis doesn't come in too hot for your August 1st. So make sure you have a good month, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
You're still here? It's over.